Oh no, I've I have just started and something is already wrong. Let me see if I can. Okay, there's two of me. Hey everybody, good evening. Welcome to the inaugural Out of Characters Twitch stream. You're so quiet. We'll see if I can figure that out. All right, there's going to be a lot of this kind of stuff. Because I've not streamed on this platform before. Let's see if that is something that I can fix. Let's do like, how is that? Is that better? That's probably a little better, isn't it? Maybe, maybe not. Definitely better. Could it be? I think that's probably good. It's in the yellow, which tells me that that's about comfortable. Um, so yeah. So speaking of that, thank you for everyone that followed in the pre-stream. I really appreciate starting off uh, with you all attending. And thank you to Miss Timing for subscribing to the channel, the first ever Out of Characters Twitch subscriber. I really appreciate it. Um, so this is the first Twitch stream. It's gonna be a little scuffed. Hello, Secret Village. Thank you. I tried, if you all are longtime fans of the Out of Characters channel, I have streamed a couple of times before on YouTube, and I spent most of the morning like frantically trying to convert everything from my like YouTube overlay to Twitch, and it turns out that isn't that easy. That isn't that easy, and a lot of this stuff got left behind. So if you notice anything that like could be improved, I would love it if you let me know on my Discord. I'm sure we'll get there to like the fancy Twitch setup that most of your favorite Yugi tubers have. But I'm not there today. We'll get there one day. So there were a couple of things that I wanted to do tonight. As you all know, or maybe you don't know, but there is the Master Duel World Championship qualifier going on today. I almost like canceled this stream because there's like a lot of people that stream these sorts of runs like for days on end, queuing game after game. And I didn't really want to compete with that because I am definitely not going to do that. We are not fans of the Duelist Cup on the Out of Characters channel. But I did want to like at least check in on how it's going. So from what I could tell, I think Ryan Yu is in first place on the ladder. Let me let me check. Let's tune into everyone's favorite application. Thank you, 658060 for the subscription. I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna boot up Master Duel for like the first time in months, probably for me. I do not play that game very much. And we're going to check in to see the ladder. And I have like I have a mystery to solve. About the Master Duel ladder because I follow a couple of large content creators on Master Duel just because I like seeing when they're laddering. I think it's kind of fun. And one of them has like, well, we'll see. Okay, let's hop over to that. I think that should be here. How's that looking? Oh, the chat is in my face. Let me put my name over that. I'll put my guy up here. I can fix this. We get a nice little reward. Tell me if it's like too loud or anything. Let's see. All right, we get 100 gems. Thank you very much. I will definitely not spend all of these in one place. So let's take a look on, I think I can go to duel and qualifiers and great, that's perfect. We'll go to ranking. Yeah, all right. Okay, I think this person is Ryan Yu. Thank you, Simo. From what I could look at his Twitch stream, I'm gonna follow him. He's going on an absolutely like incredible run. 59k at the end of day 2 is really, really impressive. I think like for the first couple DC Cups or Duelist Cups, this was like the top end of the points that people would be able to grind to, and now it's like a third or two-thirds of what you're expected to reach. Let me go through the rest of these and see if these are anyone that I know. I don't know why people hide their names still for these, because I know that when you are laddering, it doesn't show you the name of your opponent like in the game. Uh, but you can sometimes like figure out who they are if they like leave some of their roles public or just from the number of followers they have. But I'm not quite sure. Phantom Thief 94, what's up, OC? Congrats on the first stream. Thank you very much. Thanks for attending. Um, but I did want to see. So I said I follow a couple of these people, just to see when they are playing. And there was somebody yesterday who has like changed their name to let's see. We got Miss. This is Herman Hansen, I think. Iron Mental. I don't know who this is. Let's see. Yeah. Does anyone know who the fuck this is? World Championship competitor changed their name to Benjamin Netanyahu. Like, I saw this yesterday when I was like looking up stuff to prep for stream, and I followed them at some point. I have no idea who this is or who like they have this, and I think this is from, I want to say, I don't think it's the most recent world championship. I think it's got to be like 2024 or 2023. My friend played against someone at Columbus whose name on Neuron was Netanyahu's disciple. Big Yahoo world champ. He really you know what? I'm not sure I want to say anything that's going to get clipped out of context on the first out of characters Twitch stream, but you know, they don't even have like replays public, so we can't figure it out from that. Like, I was thinking it might be Nash, but I don't think Nash won when they were giving like the circular icon frame or whatever. So that's like a mystery that hopefully we can solve at one point. I think this is, I want to say this is Pack. But yeah, so good luck to all these people that have spent their weekend torturing themselves. I hope. I'm in rookie too, man. This is probably going to change at some point. I will have to play Master Duel eventually, I think, dictated by my job. But today is not that day. We are not playing Master Duel today. A good name for the clips. No, Nesh has the Iron Man frame. Yeah, no, I definitely don't think it's Nesh. But I just have no idea who it could be. But we're gonna go back to here. What we are gonna do today is play everyone's favorite format. We're gonna play some Genesis format. I have decided that I only have limited time to prepare for the NAWCQ, and I would like to play Genesis. Mr. Out of Characters, why are you so popular amongst wizards? There's quite a few wizards that follow me, apparently. I have a very magically talented fan base, it seems. So thank you all. Shout out to all the wizards out there. But we are playing Genesis. Everyone loves Genesis. There's no controversy around Genesis. We are playing some shaddoll. I am a huge fan of shaddoll. I played it quite a bit in over many periods, especially in years where it was not a viable strategy. There are no turn skips in Genesis format. Well, we'll get to that. I'm not sure I would agree with that assertion. Maybe there are no viable turn skips in Genesis format. Let's hop over to this. Okay, so here is our shaddoll deck. I think this deck is pretty bad, or not the deck itself, but my build of it I do not think is optimal. I have been working on it, playing around with different things. It's a little yeah, yeah, that's fair. It's a little so I've laddered a little bit. On Omega, everyone knows Omega is the most competitive formats where you can always find a match for Genesis. I would like to switch over to Dueling Book eventually once I get to know this deck a little bit more. Maybe I know that what's the other in-browser simulator that's Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't remember the automatic browser simulator, but I've heard a lot of people play Genesis on that too. So we might be playing some of that at some point. Um, JFK Clone Hive. There are a couple turn skips in Genesis. So I was playing this. The first match of the on the Omega ladder that I got was actually against Dueling Nexus. That is the one. You're right. I hear it's very easy to get a match on Dueling Nexus for Genesis. Whereas I've had to wait like a couple minutes on Omega. My rank isn't too high right now. Let's see. Let me see if I can find doing the one thing or one of the things that I really like about Omega is they give you a lot of information in a nice, beautiful looking dashboard about how you are doing. So let's see. I think my rank reset, but uh, I've played like a lot of matches of advanced in previous formats. I think this was after I think their database corrupted at some point when they were updating it and they had to get rid of their history. But when I was training for the regionals, I was playing a ton of matches on here with branded Draco Tail. And I think that when the ban list came out, they reset my elo. But on Genesis, I've played 5 matches, and I've won 5 matches. And in some of them, I have been turn skipped. So I got FTK'd by Flower Cardian in my first match on the ladder, which just felt terrible. I don't think this is like a good deck or anything. I obviously won the best of 3, but why it just felt like a very rude awakening. So in our shaddoll deck, we are aiming to do something similar, kind of. We have in our side deck a copy of Sonic Jammer. I think people have explored playing this in Teller and Hero are insane. Yeah, I've heard about Hero with like Cosmo Neos. I don't really know if my deck can beat that. Like, I feel like it's one of those things where to beat those sorts of cards, you have to play hand traps. You cannot play board breakers completely. So, and it's a tough concession because I think Shaddoll really wants to play some board breakers. But there are some decent hand traps you can play. We have the Nibirus and the Fuloses in here. Rescue Ace Impulse, former Genesis staple, is quite good in this deck in particular because you can use Fire Attacker to pitch Shaddolls from hand and they will trigger their grave effects. So you can use that in some versions of this deck to like make fusions on your opponent's first turn. We're not playing Winda because that guy costs 60 points. But I think there are variants of this that you can play to try and get like turn 0 Winda. Technically Foolish Return can stop the hero turn skip, but not the Teller one. What is Foolish Return? I am not familiar with that strategy. Let's see. But we're playing the Wake Cups. I think there was like a Shaddoll list that topped one of the Genesis Discord weeklies that were playing this card. This card can add a wind flip monster from your deck to your hand and then pitch a card for effect. So that triggers all your Shaddolls. Reshaddol Windy is a wind flip monster, and this card is like kind of emergency teleport when you send it to the graveyard. And that's why we're playing the Sonic Jammer, because this is another wind flip monster you can search off of Wake Cup Kuro, and then you can flip it on your opponent's turn with Wendy Kuru, and this locks your opponent out of playing spell cards for 2 turns. It's a quick play that shuffles a card from the grave into the deck, and favorite contact has to shuffle back 3 different attributes for Cosmo Neos. Ooh, so you chain it to the trap that they use so that they can't summon the Cosmo Neos. Let me see. Foolish Return. Oh, wow. This is this is a rough looking card to play, but I suppose it does mean that your turn doesn't get skipped, which is probably good enough. To be honest, I don't know if the cards in my deck can beat Cosmoneos. So let me give a read of it, because I've only heard about it on like people reacting to this card not getting more points. I'm very new to Genesis. I've been playing Advanced for most of the last few months. Must be special summoned from your extra deck by shuffling the above cards you control into the deck. Do not use poly. If this card is special summoned, you can activate this effect. For the rest of the turn, your opponent cannot activate cards. Also, cards your opponent controls cannot activate their effects. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this card's activation. Wow, that is rough. Once per turn during the end phase, shuffle this card into your extra deck, and if you do, destroy all cards your opponent controls. So you can't even like set up a board and hope to live. You just have to stop it from getting made. That's crazy. And I know they have like, what is it? Favorite contact? Is that the card that they search for it? In this shuffles by placing the fusion materials mentioned on it on the bottom of the deck in any order among your hand, field, graveyard, and banished. And this card is searchable in the engine. Yeah. I don't know if there is a card in my... Oh, you know what? You can Ghost Bell this card, right? You can Ghost Bell this card. It's even higher level than Meshwer, so you can't sit on your great value brand towers. That's like if you get to towers in the first place, too. Like, I feel like even making this card is optimistic. Like, that's you have to open Fire Attacker plus Squamata plus... I don't even know if you can. You can Bell it. Okay, we probably... So the original list that I was copying was playing Bell. I don't know about Bell. Let's see. I kind of want to see. So I guess Bell does the other decks in the format that I have seen. I've seen a lot of people play Red Dragon Archfiends. I think Bell is really good in the deck, but probably in the side. It's like, it's tough though, right? Because if you're playing cards with points, you want to like main deck them, right? Like, is that... I know there are people that side deck cards with points, but it just, from a... It's just making me sad to... Apparently, I wasn't followed. Hello, Emily Burning Abyss. It is good to see you tonight. We are talking about playing Shaddoll in Genesis, something that will undoubtedly really get a lot of people interested in my first Twitch stream. Hard to justify 18 points in the side, but this deck stays cheap. I don't know, it could be justified. Yeah, that's like another thing about Genesis that I'm a little... I saw some tweets about this, actually, like of MBT and Peeps trying to pressure the US Genesis team into releasing the points list early. I think that is something I am not looking forward to, because Shaddoll has a lot of cards recently released, and the thing that they do with recently released cards is they often they adjust the points of some of them. And what's rough about Shaddoll is that it's not... I don't know if this is like that strong as it is. I know that people always like undervalue the strength of the deck that they play, but the thing that I'm worried about with Shaddoll is the presence of Dimensional Shifter or Dimension Shifter. I feel like if you play Shaddoll, you are signing up to just like the 1 in 4 risk that you are going to run into a shifter deck at some point during your climb. And if that happens like 2 or 3 times, you can't make day 2. And I don't know if there's anything you can do about it. They will probably point it to make it hard to window lock, but I don't think it will be pointed like crazy. What I hope they do is They look at the shaddoll cards and they're like, fuck it, you can use all the new cards, we do not care. Put 100 points on shaddoll Winda. I would be fine with that. I would make my peace with that. I think this card is like probably too expensive to play already, because I don't know if 40 points is enough to like play the requisite going second cards you need to beat decks that are going to turn skip you. Optimus Prime says we kill Winda and give them the rest. I hope so. You know, I do enjoy playing with the rest of these cards. They are very fun. I think they're a little xenophobic, but like if they're ever going to be playable in Genesis, it's got to be like right now, right? I want to play them before they get power crept too much, just because this is a deck that I have loved for years. So yeah, I hope that whatever adjustments they make, they do it quickly so that I have time to kind of prep to the degree that I can. But we will see. I'm not sure. I won't be deluded to say this is the best deck. I just want to play it and play it as best as we can. I think one change I would like to make, we have to add a copy of Grand Guignol to the extra deck by cutting something. Let's see. Says I am going to experiment with the Cartesia and the Fusion deployment. Fusion deployment is nice because you're locked into fusions, but there are no links to play in this version of the deck, so you don't really care about that restriction, and you can use it to summon Cartesia, but in order to do that, we have to be playing the Grand Guignol, which also, this card can combo with Apcolone a little bit to get your engine rolling, but it does lock you out of using cards like Lev Shaddoll Fusion or Grista, because they lock you for the whole turn into Shaddolls from the extra deck, kind of like a pseudo branded fusion effect. So we do need to cut something for that. Like an issue that I have run into with this deck is it does have like kind of a cap on its ability to grind. You can go through all the names in your main deck rather fast. The engine is very strong, but once you go through all of your names, you can't get back around to them again. And it's a little bit of a problem, I think, since a lot of the time you are banishing cards off of Schism, and once all of your names are in the banishment, it's tough to get them out without like flipping them with Aerial. This like has a flip effect to summon back one banished monster. Did you give any more thought on the Final Bringer versus Soul and Luna versus Chalice? Yes. I would like to try cutting the chalices and play some of those other cards. Another like weird part about this is like your power in this deck are like concentrated in cards like Lev Shaddoll Fusion, Void Unleashing, a little bit into Math. So I don't think you want to go that much over 40, but I do think there are too many cards that you want to play 40, unfortunately. So let's get like Soul and Luna in here. I'll try the ratio that you were looking at, 6 of Soul and Luna at 3, and then we'll play Final Bringer at 2. Because Final Bringer does have nice synergy with the Shaddoll monsters that all float. So you can use their floating effects on the field or the extra deck monster floating effects. I think we need to cut some cards though, and maybe play a copy of Bell or 2. I'm going to assume that Shaddoll trains aren't a thing. They are not a thing anymore. No, that is the way of the past. Playing Charmies in a deck above 40 always feels weird. It is true, too. The issue is I do think the Charmies are kind of nice, though. They're a little nice. I saw some people playing Perulia, too. Over Foolos. We do have, like, space for Perulia. There's not, or we have points for Perulia at the very least. But I would like to cut it to 40 if I can, And maybe that just means we have to make some hard choices. I think they're necessary because of the format right now. Yeah, I mean, you got to get to your cards that can out the FTKs. And Ash Blossom is like prohibitively expensive in this format, so there's not a lot of good answers to them. I think Prulia is for Dooms and Foolos is for Constellar. Does Prulia? I'm not very familiar. I'm familiar with the Genesis Doom Z deck. I'm not very familiar with the Constellar deck. Though I know that deck was turn skipping at like UK Nationals, I think. Which means maybe there's a lot of cleaning up to do for this format. We'll try the Perulias instead. The Fuloses are nice just because Wendy Kuru is a wind, so it gives them like a secondary purpose. Though you are playing a lot of winds for it already. They either Rongo or Ptolemaeus. It's crazy that you can like how many points is Rongo in this format? I know they had to like raise it at least once because people were making it and then found another way to make it. 85. It is 68 apparently. I do not know why. I could not tell you. Um all right, we'll get that to 100. What else can we cut from this list? Let's see. It's so weird. It's so weird because every time the cards that I am looking to cut are also the ones that like have points on them. And if we cut a card with points on them, we have to spend the points. Having to force hand traps in here instead of funny stuff like Needlebug Nest is a shame. It is kind of a shame. I was looking at like a Dogmatica build of it earlier, and I know that's it's a little suspect because it's very slow if you activate Dogmatica Punishment. But I know like Trap shaddoll was a very popular variant when the structure deck came out. I think like Pack actually got his start playing like Trap shaddoll at locals and showing how well you could do with like even a budget variant of that deck if you build it the correct way. Let's try, we'll cut the final bringers. I kind of just want to play it as is, to be honest. And if we get FTK'd, we get FTK'd, and we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Because this deck definitely loses to Cosmo Neos as it is. I do not think we can win if they open even semi-reasonably if we go second. Right, we will save it. And we will go to the Omega ladder. So here's your chance to snipe me on stream. So the last match of this I played, I waited for 2 minutes. And then that's like not nearly as bad as like, I think the MBT tweet where he had to wait, what was it, like 50 minutes to get a match, but he's like way higher on the ladder than I am. But we'll get there, I guess. And once we get there, we will switch over to a better platform for this, I suppose. I think before Omega used to have an OCG ladder. I actually laddered a little bit on the OCG version of this, of the Omega ladder before I went to Japan in 2024 and played at a couple of locals, and that was like the longest I've ever had to wait to get a match on here. I was waiting like half hour for one OCG list or one OCG match. I don't have the locals for it, so it's less appealing to grind Genesis. That is one of the problems with it, isn't it? Like you can really only play online. All right, we lost the die roll. We are going second. Oh, and we got stream sniped. I recognize that username. I don't know if this person's actually in stream, but oh fuck. This is a spell negate. Well, we have Sol and Luna though. But I know that the Silent Magician in the Sarcophagus deck is a spell negate. But this could just be like Dark Spellcaster slop, like for Dark Magician of Destruction. I don't know how many. Like, one of the things about Genesis that I don't know is like how many points a lot of the cards are. This is probably just DM stuff. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, maybe not. Do they play like... This seems like a very specific... Well, maybe you would play this to go second, actually. Gains 300 for each banished card. You control Shining Sark, you can special summon this card from your hand, pay half your life points. Destroy as many other cards on the field. Destroy Foolos. And if you do banish them... Oh, and then you summon the Dark Magician. And then this is online for Dark Magician of Destruction. That's kind of weird. So summon the Dark Magician of Destruction. And then this will get any spell. And I guess you get Gaze. And you can't summon Dragoon off of Gaze. Because can you? I don't know if you can. Let me like, I feel like you have to play this this format just with like the points list on the other monitor. Let's see. So Dragoon is 100 points, so they cannot play Dragoon. Ori is going to be insane for Genesis. It like... Oh, and then this is where they search the... What is this? Galaxy Journey. Special summon one of your banished light or dark monsters. I know that there is a card you can like search Galaxy Transmigration, but I think that got more points off of the last list. And I'm gonna have to read a lot of cards this format. Melfi, PK Blood. I've heard Melfi is going to be really good with the Corey support. Yeah. Let's see. And I have no idea how many points they're gonna put on the chess, the Blitz monsters. Blitz check, I think it's called. Cipher Blade. Oh man, is this one of those things where I have to read every material to see if it's adding effects to the materials on top of it? Cipher Blade. Not be used as material for an XC summon. Once per turn, detach one material from this card. Target one card on the field. Destroy it. If this card... XC summon card you control is destroyed by battle with an opponent's attacking monster or card effect. Special summon Cipher Dragon from your graveyard. Special summon a Gaze of Timaeus. Gonna make like Dark Paladin, maybe? This is Galaxy Eyes stuff. It's so weird. Like, I've never seen a deck like this before in TCG, but because it puts 2 8s on the field, you can play Galaxy Eyes in it. Like, this is the cool part of Genesis, because this kind of thing just would never be incentivized otherwise, though. Oh, Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. Opponent cannot... This guy protects your fields. Right, destroy it. What does this guy do when he's destroyed? Special summons himself. Set a spell trap. Oh, and is this the circle? Dark magical circle. I know what circle does, at least. So the spell traps are being protected. Soul Servant will draw a card for 1 Dark Magician. Oh, it's just to put the trap on top of the deck. People really just be playing bullshit in this format. Hell yeah. It's kind of cool though. It is like a deck builder's format for sure. My issue is I'm not really that good of a deck builder. It's like a weakness of mine. I mostly play decks that I know are good and that I know how to pilot. So I'm not like a huge brewer, I would say. So that could be the trap. Do they even have a target for the trap, though? I don't think that this card can summon non-dark magicians. Summon something. All right, the apprentice adds a shining sark. I've gotten much better at deck building since playing Genesis. It probably would be helpful for me. Yeah. And I think that Genesis as a format is much more free for that kind of thing. Like there's a lot of ways you can go, and it's like very underexplored just because the tournaments for it aren't that big or that often. We're playing Jarashin, the Cursed Thunder God. I remember this card seeing play in like the psychic synchro deck that I'm blanking on the name of. Let's see. Your opponent activates a card or effect, pay 300 when it gain 300 when it resolves. You can pay 1500 and tribute this card, destroy all face-up monsters, destroy all face-up spell or traps. All right. We can Soul and Luna this card. I would like to... I think I'd like to lead with Kuro, sending Wendy, and then we can use Soul and Luna on the card that Wendy summons, and we can get... We can get, like... We can set Hedgehog, flip Hedgehog, search shaddoll fusion. That will be the plan. Punk is the one I'm thinking of. Like, whenever I stream, I am very stupid. It is, like, hard to think. So we will use Soul and Luna on this to flip the Hedgehog, and we will set the Thunder God face down. A cool interaction with Shaddoll is that if you flip a monster face down, it is still counted as a monster from the extra deck, so you can still resolve Shaddoll Fusion under it. Fun fact. Let's see. I'll summon this. We can use this to send, like... I think this is like an app cologne angle, to be honest, to negate one of the back row. We can send a dragon to pop a back row. Okay, so we're going to negate Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, and pop a back row. I think we clear the board here. We'll send Dragon. We'll send... Let's see, probably Ariel, I guess. So yeah, the Eternal Soul was searched. Well, it was like stacked and then drawn. So we got to do this. Why is my dragon not triggering, dude? Why is there no trigger for dragon? What is going on? They cannot be targeted. Fuck. Okay. They cannot be targeted. So let's banish all this shit. We will activate App Cologne, and we have to negate this card. So I think we have to send the App Cologne somewhere. We have to send a second copy of App Cologne in order to get back the dragon, pop the Eternal Soul, wipe the board, I guess is the plan. That's really a shame because I did not want to have to do that. But we could tribute set the beast and flip it with Mocha, I suppose. And then beast will help us pitch the Grista, which should get us into the fucking mesh. I still don't know how to pronounce this card's name. We'll send... So we're sending App Cologne, activate App Cologne, add back the dragon, and pitch the dragon. target the Eternal Soul. Let's see. Activate Dragon. Bro, how is this? Is it not negated? Wait, did they... I'm so confused. Did we not negate this card? Is it? It's a Dark Magician. It's unaffected. Fuck! It's Dark Magician. It's unaffected. Eternal Soul is protecting it because it's Dark Magician. That's evil. That's so evil. Oh no! I did not think about that. Not used to hearing you curse after watching the video essays. Yeah, it is. The out of characters on YouTube is definitely a little manufactured. Oh, I feel so stupid. Let's see. So we have to like beat over this by battle? Brother. Oh no. Can I don't even know if I can do that. This card was not summoned properly. This card is an earth. This card I am playing 3 copy. Oh, that was not Squamata. I don't know if I can beat a 3000 attack monster that is unaffected by card effects. I will not lie, chat. Yeah, but Construct just attacks into it and I take 200 and die. Yeah, this is looking like, how do we beat it? I don't think it's possible. Don't Is this like activated effects? It's just card effects in general. That's evil. We'll add this, we'll add this. But I think it's a surrender angle, I would say. Which is very unfortunate. Oh, I was supposed to add the schism. Let's see. And why can we not activate fusion deployment? I wonder. Did I never add the Grand Guignol? I did not. Okay. All right, we will surrender this game. Let's cut these cards because they do not do anything. This is kind of a disaster, chat. I don't know. I guess that's how these things sort of go when you do them for the first time. Let's see. Like, I didn't expect me to be like playing super well, but I also didn't expect it to be this bad. I don't think Skullmeister does anything. We gotta swap out the Charmies though. We probably should swap in the Cyclones. Skullmeister. I don't think this card does anything. We should like probably just a shaddoll fusion. Call it a day. Yep. All right. That's like a very strong combo though. I don't know if there's a card we can play that outs a 3000 attack unaffected monster, which makes this deck feel like it's terrible. I will be honest. Yeah, I didn't really expect to run into something like that, I suppose. We'll go first though. All right. We did not break, so that's cool. This hand honestly is pretty good. I think I would like to activate Void Unleashing first and hold this till later. So we'll do this. I guess we have to reveal it. We'll add Squamata and Schism. We will pitch the Squamata. Oh, this doesn't work though. I think it still works. We can go Squamata, send. So we need 3 names to make the new fusion, or the new Earth fusion. So I think we have to send Hedgehog here. And with Hedgehog, we search the new Earth Grista that will let us do our fusion summon. And then with Lev, we'll send App Cologne. We will add... Oh, yuck. That is gross. Okay. Let's do Lev. We will send App Cologne. We'll activate App Cologne. We will add Grista. And then we will pitch the second copy of Void Unleashing, I think. Then we will normal Cartesia, activate the Cartesia effect because we can use this to make El Shaddoll construct. We will do Brista 1, construct 2 to chain block from second Skullmeister, I suppose. And we will send, I think we want to send Windy here. And then we will special summon. I need a name for this card that I can pronounce. We'll use Grista, Squamata, Apkalon, summon it, activate Wendy. Wendy, we will set. So I think you can go Dragon here, or I also like Squamata. And this card is set face down, and we're going to be using it or flipping it face up on our opponent's turn for its as like an interruption. Just go with Squamata, I suppose. So let's use Mesh. We'll just call it Mesh. That's a good word for it. And I kind of want Shaddoll Fusion. I also kind of want a card, because I imagine we're like sacking one of these for constructs. Or sacking one of these to swap it out for another fusion from our extra deck, which is another effect of this card. Let's get... We have a bunch of cards in our graveyard. Let's get Resh. I think that pairs better with our Soul and Luna, I think. Let's activate this, and we will set Mesh. We'll summon Wendy. We'll activate the graveyard effect of Mesh, which summons a card from our graveyard in face-up defense position. So summon the Wendy. That will get our Cartesia from our graveyard back in the end phase, and we will set 3. I don't know if this is like probably not the best board we could have made given the circumstances, but it's like, I think it's good enough. We'll get Cartesia back. All right, and it is Mr. Monochromatic's turn. So we have a bunch of things we can do on this turn. We can set a card from the grave. What is this, dude? Oh my fucking god. Let's see. Let me read this. Special summon from hand with Speller Trap effects. Okay, I think this has to resolve, unfortunately. Oh no. Primite Roar, what am I playing against? What is this deck? Dark, yeah, I mean, you know what, that makes sense. I can't really be mad about that. So Dark Magician from deck. I think this is like fine if they do not hit Schism specifically. I think it's like even okay if they hit Schism, to be honest. I know this card, I was playing this for a little bit. It prevents you from activating the effects of the monster it targets, but you can chain the monster it targets. So we're probably going to be chaining Wendy here to presumably book the Dark Magician. negate Lev. I think negating Lev is fine. Activation limit. This is probably going on the windy. Yep, sure. So we're probably chaining that, or we can let it go. Okay. So we have to chain Sol and Luna here, but we should chain it so that we can set windy and then flip windy immediately. So we should chain this windy first. And then we should chain this to set this card and the Dark Magician, I think. Then we will flip these two. We will activate. We'll flip this and I suppose itself. Well, we could flip the construct, I suppose. We will activate Wendy to special summon. Do we want to activate the Squamata? I don't know if I want to pop either of these cards. I think this card is unaffected. No, well, it's flip face down, so it's no longer Dark Magician. Why set the DM? Because we have to set the DM. It was summoned this turn, so they can't flip it up. I don't think I want to pop anything, though. I think it's better to keep their cards in the field. Unless they are playing a... I don't know how big of a shaddoll engine you would play in this deck, actually. I'm going to assume that they are not playing a lot of shaddoll cards. And we're going to pop that card and special summon. Special summons an attack. Face down defense. We'll summon Hedgehog for follow-up. So we'll see if they're playing a larger shaddoll engine, but I don't think you would send these two if you were playing a huge. Yeah, so it's just another shaddoll fusion that they're going to pitch out of their deck, which is fine. Oh, right. You can contact fuse with it. Let's see, sure. I guess it didn't really matter if it was set or not then. This is kind of why I was wondering about setting DM. Well, we like had to set it, right? Because they were targeting Sol and Luna with Dragon, so I was going to lose it anyway. But I guess it doesn't really matter if it gets set or not. I guess they have the Gaze of Timaeus already. I think the one mistake, though, is I shouldn't have used this. I should have just let them target it with the idea that we could use it later in the turn. By making a new one off of Shaddoll Schism. Let's see, banish. So this will draw one. I think what I would like to do, though, is when this goes to... If they send this to the graveyard, we can banish that by summoning Construct off of Schism. And if they make a rank 8 that is light, we can send that with the Schism to summon Construct. And from there, we can send Ariel, banish this. Well, I guess if we banish this, though, they chain the quick play spell. This is like really complicated to play against decks that you do not understand very well. Send Mourner. I think it's fine for them to send Mourner, add one Shining Sarcophagus. Alternatively, we can target one Dark Fusion Summon. I think if we send the... All right, I'm going to make a call. I don't know if this is correct, but I'm going to activate Schism here. Use the effect. We're going to summon Apkalone, sending Hedgehog from grave, Windy from field. A summon Apcolone. And I think this should blank the fusion summon. But then it leads us open to Eye of Timaeus. You know, or Shining Sarcophagus, rather. Which is probably still bad because they're going to get this guy who's going to pop my whole board. But my whole board floats, so maybe it's fine. Or maybe I just get 2-0'd in the first match of the day. Yep, there it goes. It's level 16 though. Am I dead? This is not, this is enough. I'm dead. Holy shit, I'm dead. Oh no. Nothing wrong with getting 2-0'd. I think maybe we could have won this. I think we could have. Let's see. Like, we would have had to let them activate the Gaze of Timaeus and then hold the Apcolone for Shining Sark. That would be the way to do it, I think. But we'll get there. I don't expect to be good at this deck early. Wow, it's crazy that none of those cards were activatable. Oh, because they all got banished. Ooh. And you learned that one of your main deck cards was actually useless. That is true. We did learn that. We did have a useless card in the main deck. Let's fix that. Let's get Grand Guigle. We will cut a construct. Like, I don't mind losing. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a lot of learning, and it is going to take a while for me to get to a point where I feel confident in my list and the way that I'm playing it. So we're gonna get there, just a little bit at a time. Definitely not TCG though. We cannot queue up for that. Not do this while in queue. I would love to be able to look at my list while I'm queuing up. But I'm not sure if there's like a card we can play in our deck that can beat unaffected 3k guy, which is probably... No, there is. I think there is, actually. I think there is a card we can play for that. I don't know if we should play it for it, but there's a shaddoll monster that I think boosts your own... the attack of your guys, which we could use to beat over it in like an ideal world. It's the light shaddoll monster. Let me read that one. Quad Shaddoll Chaos. Flip. You can special summon one Shaddoll monster from your hand in face up or down defense position. That's the one, yep. If this card is sent to your graveyard, you can send one Shaddoll from your hand to the graveyard. If you do, for the rest of this turn, all monsters you control gain attack or defense equal to the original level of that monster times 100. These are two ass effects. These are so bad. But if you send a level 3 or higher monster, you can use that to out that lock. And it is a light monster, so maybe it's something that would be worth siding if I ever see that Dark Magician deck again. It is really not too common that something like that will come up, though, I assume. But yeah, this is like... Already we have waited 2 minutes. Surely there be more than one 3k towers you might run into. Well, the other thing is we are siding into kaijus, so going second, we do have an out for it. Go first. We just don't have like a main deck out for it. And I don't know if that is worth like saving a slot for. Perulia. I think we can completely play around Perulia with this hand, which is nice. So let's activate our fusion deployment that is now live. It is now a card that works. We'll summon Cartesia, and then we can use Cartesia, summon Construct, using itself and Hedgehog. Let's see, and we will Construct for Squamata, Hedgehog, Search. We should be leaving Construct as Chainlink 2 actually to play around Skullmeister, I think. I think we're going to add, I think we want to add Beasts. Then we will send Squamata. And then Squamata will send Grista, which will get us our fusion summon. The fusion deployment card is nifty. Yep. I can tell that you don't play Yu-Gi-Oh very or Constructed very often, Emily. But yeah, it is a nifty card. Fusion deployment is great points conservation since card is 3 points. Yeah, you can play like essentially 4 copies of cart and only spend the 3 points, which is nice. I've seen people like play multiple copies and you just don't have to as long as you don't draw more than 1 fusion deployment. So we're gonna get Void Unleashing, I think. I think we should have grabbed Wendy instead of Beast here. It's probably fine. I think we can get the Wendy off of Apcolone and then we will miss like one of the trap cards. But that's probably like all right. We will add Lev and we will add Schism. And we will pitch Beast and draw a card. Squamata is a really good draw. Does this count for cards that get set? I don't think it draws a card if we set our Squamata from hand, which is really cool. Activate Lev, we'll send Apcolone. Well, this kind of makes me want to... This kind of makes me want to get El Shaddoll Fusion, but I still don't think that's correct. I think we're gonna add Wendy and send Wendy because we have Sol and Luna, so we want to set more cards, I think. At least that's my guess. So we'll set Dragon. We will activate, should activate Lev. And we should send, I'm kind of like, we don't have anything to pick back up with Construct, so I guess we send this. Summon the Wendy. Oh, ideally always get Wendy to discard her and summon Beast face down. Yeah, I think that makes sense. It's like kind of weird because I want cards that have interruptions when they get flipped up, but like very rarely do you have 2 cards that your opponent that you want to set from your opponent's field, and then also like a card to bounce and a card to pop with Dragon Squamata. It's very strange. We'll set this. No card drawn. This was a pretty nice board to build under Cerulia, though. So I can't be mad about that. Too much value. Yeah, it's like it's a little too greedy, and then we'll get our Cartesia back. Since we sent a fusion monster from the field to the graveyard. We will see if Puma can play around this. Okay, they surrendered. So what do we blindly side into? I feel like my deck just out of the gate is pretty good going second. I think we want multiple shaddoll fusion though. I'm not like super, I don't know how I feel about Sol and Luna going second. It's a little weird. Like the siding patterns I have not even started. I think this card is not great going second though. It is not, I don't think these put up a ton of value. Do I want the Cosmics? I think I would like to have the Cosmics. So I don't want to like lose too much engine when we side down. But I don't think I want to commit to like the full Kaiju package. The Kaijus are okay. We'll do Charmy. I think we can't afford on them passing, so we can only do one Charmy here. I guess we do technically have a play, but only if they already play into the Charmy. So we'll do one Charmy. And then we can like hold this one in case they use an activated effect to summon a monster from hand. It is a substantial kaiju package, but like the kaiju package isn't going to stop you from getting FTK'd, right? Like we don't know. Oh, they set a card too. We can wait, this is still fine. This is still fine. We can flip it with Sol and Luna, flip our hedgehog. And that's, I don't even think that's combo because we don't have Winda. That's crazy. We can get Lev Shaddoll Fusion. Water Art Aoi. What the hell am I playing against? It's Shark. So this is going to rip a card from my hand. Alas. Chris the NBT viewer, that has been correctly identified. Welcome to the stream. Kaiju. See, if I had sided into kaijus here, they'd be doing nothing. They'd be doing straight fuck all. Actually, maybe I could summon a shit all monster and pop them, but they would have fucking, I don't know. We probably should side out of this card going second though. Sol and Luna. Sure. So the question here is whether or not we think they have a play. So you can send one from your extra, target one monster in your graveyard with the same level or rank, special summon it during your opponent's turn. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target one Water Sea monster, equip this card as an equip card. It gives it 500 attack. I don't... We could like set Resh and Hedgehog and have a play on the next turn, or we can use our Perulia. I'm thinking that their hand... I think the Hedgehog Resh play is probably better. I don't know. They kept 2 cards in hand. Fuck, this is so hard. Okay, I'm going to do this because at least maybe we do not die if this happens. Whereas this card might save you, but it might not. Just because you side into kaijus doesn't mean you draw them. Well, you should side into the cards that you wish to draw. Yeah, fuck. This is like surfacing. Yeah, all right. I don't know if this Perulia would have saved us, though. Maybe it would have. This is tough. Don't have enough hand traps to draw to justify Perulia. If they have a starter, they will kill you. Yeah, I was thinking they did have a starter, but if they have a starter, I think I die anyway. Like, I don't know if just 2 set cards are going to save me. Special summon the destroyed monster. Opponent's field in attack position. Yeah. This is going to be another deck where I have to read like probably 15 cards. Banish 1 monster from your graveyard. Detach 1 material from this card. Okay. All right. Goodbye, Resh Shaddoll Incarnation. I think Perulia would have gone crazy here, actually. Maybe that's hindsight, but I can see why they set and passed into it. Does this have a grave effect? Summons Levice, opposite of Le Virtue, which is French for the virtue. Reagan? Alright, this isn't that bad. I assume they're playing like the spawn with it too, but we at least get Shaddoll Fusion here. Oh, is this a quick effect? This works in the damage step. No, it doesn't. This should trigger after their ability to modulate stats, I believe. Yeah, okay. We'll get shaddoll fusion. It pierces though. Holy shit, it pierces. It makes a second attack each battle phase. I'm dead. No, we are not living. we are so dead. Okay. Oh, we are dead as hell. That is true. All right, let's side. This card doesn't seem very good into this matchup. We'll get the Masks of Restrict for their potential kaijus. I don't know if this card is real or not, to be honest. Going first options though. Let's see. We probably want the Wake Cups. The full package. We need to side out of one card. There's like nothing that I can see that I particularly want to get rid of. Side out of Nib. I don't know. I think Nib is kind of okay going first in this deck. Third Shaddoll. Oh yeah, it's definitely Shaddoll Fusion. Yeah, I think that's totally right. Oh, and we want the Sonic Jammer too. So let's do it like that. Let's go first. You know, this is looking like a Sonic Jammer sort of hand, to be honest. This is looking like the hand that does Sonic Jammer things. So let's try it out. Is that even good against this deck though? Like, I don't even. Maybe they're playing board breakers. I feel like if we're ever gonna do it, it should be right now. So, but I legitimately don't think it like is very valuable. But we're gonna do it anyway. Let's see. We will send this. We'll get Wendy. Dark Ruler no more is scary. That is true. We will this. We will send this. We will add Grista and send Grista. We'll activate Grista. We will special summon Mesh using Grista, Squamata, App Clone. We'll activate Mesh. We will add the Melody of Awakening Dragon, or the Cupsy Yummy Way. This card is kind of a Cupsy Yummy Way. We will reveal Wendy. That's the one they know about. We will add Schism, and we will add El Shaddoll Fusion. We'll pitch the Wendy. We'll activate the Wendy. And then you said that you thought that Beast is a good card. I think Beast is a good card to set here, actually. So we have the Aerial already that we can pitch off of the Beast. And then we want to Lev to cycle Mesh for Wendy. And then we have a target for this, which is the Wendy, or we could do the Hedgehog. I think I want the Wendy more. Special Hog. I will trust you. I will special Hog. And then we set. I guess Wendy clogs our zones, and we still have this impulse too. Wendy, on your turn. Oh, yeah, I suppose so. We will set Sonic Jammer. We will set Schism. We will set Fusion. We will pass. And then I think, does this set up to? So yeah, we can flip both in draw phase, set our Hedgehog, activate the Jammer. I think we don't want to pitch the Aerial though. So we do want to use this. I think we do want to flip this. We want to set this. And I guess it's fine to set both of them since this is... Well, I don't want to have to change this to attack position, though, because it's got 0 attack. We'll just do it like that. And then... And this chain blocks it, too. Holy shit. We have El Shaddoll Fusion to dodge the potential Chalice. Get sonically jammed. Fuck. Wow, that's crazy. Sure. We will discard Wendy. Oh, we can discard. Did we draw that? No, we have it. Okay. We'll do... I think we will do this chain link 1, this chain link 2. We will add a copy of Wendy to our hand. We will special summon. We want Squamata from deck. So they are locked out of spells for the next 2 turns, but I don't really know how important that is. Which is like the issue against this deck. Okay, they kaiju'd me. Well, it was good that we did it in draw phase at least, because we got to dodge the kaiju. They were nice enough to not kaiju our monster that actually does something, so that's cool. Let's see, we should summon, we should use this now. Because we want to pitch the aerial so that we can send a water monster with Schism. I think that is like our next goal. So we want to use the fire attacker effect from hand, send the aerial. Oh, I guess we could. All right, let's read this card. Can send 1 fish, shark, or Xyz monster spell trap. So during their main phase. I think this would be a good card to send, actually. So let's do... Here's what here's how we're gonna play this. We're gonna do El Shaddoll Fusion. We are going to send from our hand to the graveyard the impulse and the aerial to summon. I think Grista would be good in this matchup. So we'll do these 2. Do it in attack. Activate the aerial. We will banish this. Looks good. And then on resolution, we will use our Schism to fusion summon. We are going to make Noyatilis using the aerial and the Shaddoll Beast. In this, Schism has an effect where if you summon a monster with the same attribute, you can send one of your opponent's monsters with that attribute to the graveyard. We'll send their shark, and that is game. Nice. That person had a lot of rating, or maybe I just don't have very much rating, so that's nice. And I think there was legitimately very little they could do. I think the fact that Sonic Jammer is used in the draw phase was really nice against the kaiju, because otherwise my board would be very susceptible to that. I mean, I guess there's like stuff we could have done even if we like if we played a typical so I thought that game was very interesting, or that last game, because we had the ability to either go for the jammer or we could have went for like Mocha or something, and leaned into more of the Shaddoll stuff. Obviously, it didn't end up mattering there, but if you flip up Sonic Jammer on your turn, they couldn't have super polyed. That is true. You're right. That is true. Fuck, you're so right. That is so true. I forgot about that. You did tell me about that in the Discord. We should be doing that. You're right. It's not Whirlwind Weasel. We can do it on our turn. Right, let's... Alright, is there anything that we learned from that game that we would want to incorporate into our deck to change it, though? I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's queue up again. I think this will probably be the last match of the night, and then we might play some Spire. I've been really looking forward to playing some Spire. But these games, like, the best of threes tend to go for a long time. In a situation where you're siding into kaijus, what 6 cards are you dropping? That's a very good question that I do not know the answer to. It's probably like one trap, and yeah, no, 6 cards is a ton. We don't have like that many slots for non-engine. Like it's like the Resh Shaddoll incarnation, and then 3 Soul and Luna you probably side out, and then I don't know what the other 2 cards. You side out of the whole wake up package, I think, going second. So that's like another 4 cards you can take out, which is probably enough to get the whole kaiju package in and still keep your little charmies and the nibs. Question: has everything about the stream been all right? I know it's not like I want to get like background music here eventually. I know that's what all the good streamers on Twitch do. That's something that I'd like to get figured out probably next week. But has the audio been all right? Is there anything that like obviously needs to be fixed? I think it may be a little quiet. All right, that is, let me see if I can adjust that right now. Properties. We'll do like 12 decibels. I'm a little quiet, to be honest. I think I'm just a quiet guy in general. I turned up my stream from the usual 50% to like 74%. Yeah, okay. There's like one of the things that I hate about being a YouTuber. Wow, it's a 2.5 minute queue already. One of the things about being a YouTuber that I hate is like doing all the audio shit. It's so annoying because it's very unclear if like when you're editing a video, if the what you are listening to is like the same as what everyone else hears. That seems better. I think you are just a quiet guy. To be it, that vibe is decent with no music. Okay, that's fair. Like the thing about the music, I think a lot of streamers use like royalty protected music. Like it's music that definitely belongs to people but doesn't end up in the Twitch VOD. It's like everybody on the site is like disobeying copyright law, which I don't have like an opposition to, I guess. But I would have to figure out how to do that. I think there's like a secondary audio track you can set up. I'm also halfway to the 6-7 follower goal. That's like the most important part of this stream, is achieving the 6-7 follower goal. Huge, yeah. Giant numbers, huge statistics, major content creator. The queue popped. All right. You get to go first. You love to see it. We open Kuro, Impulse, Soul and Luna, Shaddoll Beast. It drives me crazy that the big YouTubers don't stream multi for the videos they record while streaming. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think it makes sense to... I think I kind of want this here. Oh, I definitely don't want that here, actually. I definitely wanted Wendy. It's okay. It's alright. That we got totally fucking punished for it. Do they have Droll? If you know you're recording Master Saga, for example, it drives me crazy the big YouTubers don't like stream multi for the videos they record while streaming. I don't know, like I don't think it makes sense to stream on YouTube if you're recording a video for YouTube. Fuck. We're cooked. Oh no. That's really bad. That's really terrible. Let's see. And this special summons from deck. Oh, multiple output files. Yeah, that is. They probably should be doing that. That is true. I see what you're saying. I think we gotta set this card. And we gotta pass. This is awful. Awful showing. Oh man. Oh, we are so fucking dead. We are so fucking dead. We are so dead. Actually, so they have wings engrave. Oh, we are so dead. And BT has a fuck ass border cam which doesn't fit the theme of anything else. Yeah, it is true. Crush Cards has like adapted it. That's like they have like the two rectangles and then like the two circles above it. I don't even know if I should bother reading all these. Special summon Waffle or Edge Imp, special summoning Edge Imp chain. This card searches. What the fuck is going on? Oh, it adds Patrick. Summon Eldritch that like I would not predict this in a million years. Let me read Fluffle Wings to figure out if we're like allowed to not scoop. Let's see. Target one Fluffle, banish it, and if you do, draw one card. Then you can send one toy funder. Okay, this card doesn't really do that much. This is a Miracle Fusion. Maybe we're fine. Maybe we're okay. Eldritch, yeah, they fucking tribute summoned Eldritch the Golden Lord. Oh, maybe we're dead. Maybe we're dead. Let's see. Per turn, you can target one fusion monster you control, send one fright per card from your deck to the extra graveyard, except Rule Whale. The targeted monster gains attack equal to half its original attack. Okay, we're not dead. That's crazy that we're not dead. I just thought that if you opened fucking Edge Imp Scythe on your opponent's turn, you like were supposed to win the game. But apparently that is not the case. I imagine you send Toy Vendor. Does Toy Vendor have a graveyard effect? Like, we're taking like half our life points in damage this turn, but I think we're living. I think we are living. I think this is life. I don't know how to play this deck, but this just doesn't, it doesn't seem like what they did was right. I don't know. Like sending a fright for card. What do they send another one of these? They just time out. I imagine they're gonna make me go first again. It's like there's like two versions of Fluffle. There's the version that like goes second and kills you, or there's the version that like can FTK you. I don't know well enough to determine if that's like what they're gonna be on. Or which version they're going to be on. It's like, we do play a number of going second cards in this deck. I'm considering just not siding, just playing. I think it's probably fine not to. We should side in Skullmeister at least. Let's side out some Sol and Lunas. Right. And we'll side in the last one for shaddoll fusion. Let's try that out. I think Sol and Luna is probably bad into this deck just because it's a fusion deck. We'll see how that goes. We'll see if our opponent still has internet. I did want to say one very cool reason to play on YGO Omega is that you don't have to play rock paper scissors if you don't want to. There's like a setting where you can just have it play rock paper scissors for you, which is very nice. I don't know if this is like true or not, but I feel like I am worse than the average person at rock paper scissors. Like it's an insane thing to say. But I can't imagine that. Like I think it is a skill to like kind of look at your opponent and think of or figure out what they're thinking. Whereas in the TCG, like die rolling is standard, so that there's no way that anyone can gain an advantage if you're not like cooking your dice. Yeah, I think it was like that. Like I think our opponent is dead. And the TCG I think used to have rock paper scissors, but they switched over to dice roll, um, largely to combat the fact that you can't really cheat with a dice roll. If you are playing in paper, you kind of want to make sure that you're using the same dice, like both you and your opponent are rolling the same dice. That way, if your opponent is playing with like a loaded dice, they don't have any like advantage to gain off of it. We're gonna queue up again. That match does not count. Um, but in the OCG, at least from the locals that I went to, RPS is like the norm there. Okay, we lost. This is a good hand going second though. Let's do this in the standby phase. Just in case they have a monster they wanted to use as a quick effect to summon and draw. I think you should do it at the end of the standby phase actually if you do that. Let's see. This is Blue Eyes. Very interesting. True Light, set a spell trap. I think some of the Blue Eyes cards are very expensive. But I don't know if they can play this without a normal summon. And this is a deck that, well, this is weird, right? Like, because you totally can play this without a normal summon. Because there's no Link 1. So you don't normal summon twice. So Pruli is like not actually that good into it. Another thing about Blue Eyes is that we're gonna have to be careful about the Synchro 9 Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, because that can negate graveyard effects. They're making Tyrant Dragon on the first turn. I assume they're still synchroing it off. I don't know why they did that. But we have to be careful about how we're going to structure our chain links, because Spirit Dragon can play around it. This is a shame. This is a shame. They probably are tagging out for the level 12, and that can negate a card on the field. I think we have to lead Unleashing, though, while they have not tagged out for it. We'll see if they tag out for it. But I think it's correct to keep Spirit Dragon in. And use it to negate the graveyard effect of whatever I pitch, and then tag out for the larger guy. I don't know if we can beat that exactly. Grab Schism, grab Fusion. I don't even know if it's correct to pitch Hedgehog here. I feel like it's bad because they just negate it and then the turn is cooked. I want to make them choose between like having to negate the card. I think this is correct actually. It's like very weird to play like this. But we'll activate Shaddoll Fusion and then we can send Dragon to pop the True Late. Let's do, we can like force out everything actually. This is like one of those situations though where I would like to be able to have do this and this. And then we can chain block our dragon by going chain link 1 dragon to pop this, chain link 2 construct. I think they misplayed. I think they were supposed to tag this out on resolution to in order to negate Shaddoll Fusion. That is like kind of fine. They still have to do this though because, well, no, they can't. We'll do tribute here. No, this is weird. We did know about the Veiler. We still have a push left though. We have Kuro and Tomoka. Hmm. We'll activate this and search Mocha. Then I think we have to set Hedgehog and flip it. It's a very bizarre line. Then we have to pitch Kuro. Set this. I'll activate this, flip this. I don't think this like helps. Defense, activate Hedgehog. And we'll get Lev Shaddoll Fusion. We'll activate Lev Shaddoll Fusion. We will send. It's got to be App Cologne for sure. Grab. So we've baited the graveyard effect negate. We'll make mesh, banishing this, 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 this. Making Nesh. Yep, that is what we're doing. A bold accusation. So they can't negate the. No, wait, they can negate this because it will be. Well, the big guy is like 12, level 12, right? I think this is only a towers for monsters that are less than, or that have a level or rank less than its rank. It's kind of like Apocryphort towers. We can swap out a, let's do this. Let's swap out construct for another construct. Then we could go battle. And construct can get rid of this in the battle phase, or let's see. But it would special summon back into Spirit Dragon. I don't know if that's helpful. We can't banish the Spirit Dragon. Let's activate construct, grab back shaddoll fusion. Activate this. We will get back. Could go L shaddoll fusion. This is like so weird to think about. Like, I think it's gotta be L shaddoll fusion. Let's see. And then this gets outed, and then we have Schism to make construct on their turn. It's just it's so weird. It's just so weird. I think we do it like this, where we make this tributing. Oh, I ran out of time. Oh no, dude, no. Ah, fuck. That's a shame. I really should have played that out. But I did not do it correctly. I did not realize I was so low on time. Let's get side out of these. Let's get the Cosmics in here. Cosmic goes crazy in this matchup. That looks good, probably. I think that looks good. I don't know if Nibiru is really good in this matchup. It's good in the TCG matchup when they have the Link. But don't know if it's great here. That's always unfortunate. It was my own fault. No shaddoll names. That is unfortunate. We still have plays though. That's nice. We'll add Wendy, pitch Wendy. Wendy effect, set Swamata. And I think we'll use the fusion deployment to summon the Cartesia, even though we have it in hand, because we want to normal summon the Sonic Jammer. And then we'll use Cartesia to fuse itself with Squamata for construct. We do got the Sonic bug locked and loaded. it is the truth. I'll do construct. Do this chainlink 1, construct chainlink 2 to play around Skullmeister. They could have effect Veiler because you play effect Veiler, but we can't chain block effect Veiler. One of these has to send Grista, and one of these has to send something else, probably the Hedgehog. We'll send Hedgehog. And we'll do Grista Chainlink 1, Hedgehog Chainlink 2. I think this hand's quite good. Depending... It depends on what like breakers they have, but I'm pretty happy with this. I think we go Mesh, Search Lev. Lev, we're gonna send Infernoid Evil. And Evil will get us the Cupsy Yummy Way card that I don't remember the name of. Let's see. We'll add Beasts. Summon Mesh. Bam, bam. I think we want a Wind and Grave. That's valuable to us. And this can't be Veilered, which is nice. Look at Unleashing. We were supposed to get Lev. I guess we get Lev now. That sucks. That is not what we wanted. I think this like reduces the ceiling on our board a little bit. Then we'll send this, draw a card. Yeah, we were supposed to get Lev there too. Fuck, this is really, really bad. Oh my god, I'm losing it. It's still okay, I think. It actually, unironically, it's still okay, because we can do shaddoll fusion, construct plus Kuro into this. Let's see, construct, get back the El Shaddoll fusion, set the bug, end on 4 back row. Like it's not pretty. And we're supposed to flip this now, is what we have learned. Let's see. We'll flip this face. Do we want to flip this face down? Kind of. We'll do. These are like very useless actually now that they cannot activate card effects or spell effects. No, they're good. They're good against True Light, so it's still worthwhile to have them. This board looks like ass, I will not lie. But I think it's good enough to win. Get the Cartesia back. We do have like a ton of follow-up even through like 3 misplays in a row. It's like they can't activate spell effects, so like what the fuck are they gonna do? We have Book of Moon, we have double cosmic, we have fusion summon for a light monster to send one of their lights and send a shaddoll, and another fusion summon and follow up. Like that's still crazy. The bug, I think this guy's been putting in some work though. I can't say that I hate him. We definitely want the kaijus in this matchup. I don't think we want the Charmies though. Let's see, we'll side out of that. We'll side out of these. We'll keep in the cosmics. We'll side out of Resh. We'll side out of the bug. We'll side out of the wake cups. Do we want Soul and Luna? I think it's like I almost want 15 cards. I will not lie. It's I don't think Soul and Luna is very good going second. Let's see, Skullmeister. Skullmeister is like not fantastic. It's like okay. I think we're siding 15. Then Perulia. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, this probably is right. That's what we're doing. Hitting them with the smoke screen. You know, honestly, Jack in the hand. What is this? So we get to add one. We get a free card, a free light monster. I mean, Maiden of White or Sage. I feel like it's Sage. They get Maiden anyway if I give them Sage. And I don't think this card is that crazy. Yeah, I don't, this isn't a choice, I suppose. We'll do Sage. Yeah, Jack. This is like some Genesis shit for sure. um, yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, I tend to agree on taking Sage. Kyler, do you play a lot of Genesis? Like, I think I'm still in the stage of this where I'm like surprised at seeing these cards see play at all. Hello, Juju. Nice to see you. Um, Pitch. They had Kaiba Man already, so I guess we made the right decision. How are we doing? We've won more matches than we've lost, so I think we're 2-1 so far. And this is our last match of the night, and it is down to the all-important game 3, as Lithium would say. See, they have the trap, and they search Sage. They must have the Veiler already. One of the things that I hate about Omega is this card art is like so wrong. It's wrong so often in the it's in the replay. We've totally not punted any games. We have not made any misplays. There are no mistakes on the Out of Characters channel. It is perfect gameplay all the time. I think this kaiju is about to go fucking crazy. They have the no mistakes. Perfect gameplay. No mistakes. Sage. So the Sage is getting Effect Veiler. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared for Genesis Nats because I've never played in a Genesis match, so I don't know what to do. Well, you gotta fucking practice. Like, I I don't know. I like it seems a little like a fool's errand because there's so many decks you can play in this format that like nobody knows what you're gonna play against. Ancient Fairy Dragon. God, Nibiru would go crazy here. It's so sad. They're gonna make are they gonna make fucking level 8 synchro negates monster effects? There it is, Crystal Wing. Sometimes I wonder if the art in the log is not meant to be correct, though it's correct sometimes. It's always like your own cards. It is correct sometimes, though. Yeah, you're right. So we get the targeting protection here. I don't know if I fear Crystal Wing that much. Is that like weird to say? It's the Spirit Dragon is like terrible for me. The Crystal Wing's honestly optimal because it means our shaddoll fusion is still alive. Can they summon Crystal Wing off of this? No. No, they cannot. So they have the trap, they have Crystal Wing, they have True Light, they have Spirit Dragon, they have one unknown. Presumably they have Effect Veiler. I think one of the cards in their hand is probably Effect Veiler. Oh, second Kaiju kind of goes crazy though. Alright, cool. I have a present for you, my friend. This adds a Blue Eyes. My present, his name is Gandarla, the Mystery Dust Kaiju. I hope you take care of him. And we should all fusion the True Light, wipe the board. How many points is Jet? Jet is in their hand right now, so it is enough points for them to be playing a copy of it. Maybe we don't drill beam. Fuck. I did not predict that. I think it's okay though. No, it's a disaster actually. It's a fucking disaster. It's okay. It's actually okay. It's like this we want to reveal. We want another. I guess we want a Lev. The Lev is bad into the pop though, so we want an L and a Schism. And we want to pitch this because I think we want to chain block the Squamata. We will add. How many? We're We're gonna have 3 names engraved when this is done. And this is like breaking my brain a little bit. Let's see. We want Krista. We want Krista, I think. Okay, Krista. We will activate this. We'll make construct. Using these 2. Discard. Keep the kaiju for later. Activate this. We'll activate this. And then they can't. I can chain block the dragon with the true to out the true light. They still have the trap though. The trap is very strong, and then they're getting the jet dragon too. Okay. Let's see. I don't even know if it's correct to. I think we out the trap here. No? We have to out the trap? Because if we don't, they pop our board. Let's see. Summon this. We have to attack over something. Attack over the blue eyes, I suppose. Okay, that's true. I did know about that. Wait, we didn't. Oh, it never popped the trap. This is what I have learned. Alas, I think we have been cooked. Why did this summon in the same chain as? How is this the case? Oh, no, we did pop the trap. They summoned Jet Dragon. What card is this that is set then? This is what they. Do I know which card this is? It's the trap. It has to be the trap. Why did. How were they able to summon. Oh, I need to. Okay. I think I lost regardless. But. Let's see, I want to look at that replay. Let's see. What did I destroy that let them summon Jet Dragon? I wonder. I gotta see this. I think the drill beam was backbreaking. That was so bad for me. Majesty. No, the trap was Majesty. Yeah. It but what I'm wondering is how were they able to summon Jet Dragon, chain link 3 of that chain as the trap was getting popped? What got destroyed in the previous chain that made it possible for them to do that? That is what I do not know. Let's see. Unleashing. This. Yep. Oh, the construct got destroyed by the crystal wing. Oh, fuck, dude. So we had to do it in the other way, because if we did chainlink 1 construct, chainlink 2 squamata, when they negate the squamata, nothing gets destroyed. And then here, this destruction is what lets them summon the Jet Dragon Chainlink 3, and that prevents the trap from getting destroyed. Oh my god, this game is so good, dude. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! This game is so fucking cool. Oh my god, that's crazy. I don't know if we were winning after that still. I think we probably needed another piece of non-engine to crack that board with the L or with the shaddoll fusion getting negated and all, but man, that's wild. I think that's enough Yu-Gi-Oh for the day though. I think it is time for us to switch over to some Slay the Spire. Let me get that booted up. It's cool how many decks you see in Genesis. It's like one of the main appeals from the format. Actually, I think it's one of the things that I think is really like both good and bad about it is that there's so many decks you can play in Genesis that it's like impossible to truly be prepared. You like have to be good at Yu-Gi-Oh! And not good at like a specific type of Yu-Gi-Oh! You have to be good at Yu-Gi-Oh! With a capital Y. You have to know what every card does. You can't prep for everything. Um, you sure can't. I think that's like an interesting debate that a lot of people have had over the years is whether or not it's better for the game to be uh if it's better for the game to be or to have a few decks that are viable or a vast number of decks that are viable. A lot of more casual players really like diversity, and I think a lot of competitive players do too. Like it's nice to have a wide, diverse pool of decks that you can play in the format. Um, but it's also, if you are very competitive, having a wide, diverse array of decks that are playable is like a little bit of a bad thing. It's a very unpopular opinion, but I think a number of very good players will have it. The reason for that is that if there's only a couple decks in the format that are playable, yeah, objectively nothing is more skill testing than a tier 0 format. It's true, and it's because there's only like so many decks that you have to prep against. Like you are never there's never anything that you don't prep against but you randomly queue into in a tournament. Every deck that you're facing is something that you expected to see. uh Modern is fairly limited in how many decks there are, and an alt format has a super wide variety. I think it's like something that they're balancing towards. Like one of the cool parts about the frequent points updates is they're trying to make like every single deck that has ever been printed have about the same power level as the rest of them. And the advanced ban list really does not work like that. They do their best to release support to like try and make lower powered decks keep up, but it's like a fool's errand to expect that such a thing could be like completely balanced at all. But with Genesis, the fact that like the good cards are so costly means that there's so much garbage by like advanced format standards that you can play. Um, and it's really interesting, to be honest. It's like very cool to see how many decks have become playable just because of the fact that the numbers of them are so low. All right, but anyway, we're hopping over to some Slay the Spire. That should be here. uh I've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire. I think this game is really good. I think the chat probably needs to go for this one. um this game is like, it like hits a part of my brain that it's crazy that some other people hate on others formats. To me, he hates us. Yeah, we can't play Yu-Gi-Oh forever. I'm sorry, we can't play Yu-Gi-Oh all the time. um That's it, we riot. You know, on other people's streams, they complain when you play Yu-Gi-Oh! On the Out of Characters live stream, they complain when you don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Make up your mind. No, I'm just joking. We it's because you removed the chat dog. Oh, it's an issue. So okay, we can have the chat. All right. Well, let's talk about Slay the Spire for a second. The issue is that if you have the chat, there's no good place on the UI to put the chat. We know Yu-Gi-Oh is mid. It's not mid. Um the problem with Slay the Spire 2 is the UI is like perfectly designed to not be a streamable game. You can hide us in our shame. What if I like made you guys really small? Like we could do like this is unwatchable. This is like no, we gotta hide the chat. I'm sorry. What I was thinking of doing actually is there's only one place to put like face cam that is not blocking a piece of important information on Slay the Spire. Crop, not minimize. We could crop it. Yeah, that's a smart idea actually. We'll crop it. Let me remember how to do that. We can do it's alt, I think. There we go. We'll do it like this. And we're gonna minimize the follower. Thank you to Shiny Sophion for following 8 minutes ago. I will not be announcing that. That's like a skill that I have to build for this. We'll do that. And then I think my little guy here has to go on an adventure. I think we gotta like rotate him upside down. And he's gotta go here behind the chat. And he's gotta look to the left because that's like diegetic, I would say. We can fix that by doing that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Nope, not perfect. Perfect. Great. We're in there. Nothing binds him to any rules. He can be anywhere. That's the thing about being a PNG tuber that they don't tell you. Your guy could be anywhere. This guy's gonna be like, this is how it's gonna be for my next video essay. I'm only gonna pop up from like the top right corner. All right, let's get streaming. And the reason why it has to be this way is there is literally a crucial important UI element everywhere else on the screen in this game, unfortunately. I've been watching like hours and hours of Slay the Spire runs, which is partially why my video essay took 6 months to make. And every single streamer puts their face cam like right here. But if you put it right here, it blocks like how many cards are in your discard pile. So that's important. So many of them have moved it to up here, but if you put it here, it blocks like some of the enemy intents. We'll get into it when we start our run. This is like the only real estate on the screen where you can put a face cam and have it not block anything. So this is where you're gonna live. I've done Ascension 10 runs with the Silent and the Necrobinder, but I have not yet made it on the Regent and the Defect. So those are in the Ironclad. Those are the ones that I still have to get to the top. Can't wait for the is it optimal to play Yu-Gi-Oh with blood rushing from your head upside down video. We are running out of screen real estate. You know, maybe Out of Characters in 2030 will have me trying. I will have run out of video ideas at that point, and that will be what we are publishing on the channel. I've always loved the Defect in 1. I think their design is really cool. Defect in 2 is very similar to Defect in 1, but it's kind of like co-opted the status build from Ironclad. So you like, there's a whole archetype where you want to put shitty cards in your deck just so you can exhaust them or use them, like transform them into powerful cards later. We could play some Defect. Defect is my third favorite. I like Silent and Necrobinder the most, and I'm also closest. We'll try Defect. All right, and there's been another reason why I wanted to play Spire 2 is there's been a new update. Oh, let's move it not like that. We want to move the chat to here, and then my guy to here. Yeah, so then you can see the map icon too. So there's been a new update, and they've moved all the changes from the beta branch over to the main branch, which I'm excited to try. I've played a couple of runs on the beta branch before to see what they've changed, but they've added quite a bit. This is like one of the new rewards they've added that gives you cards from other characters at the start. I think we're going to gamble. I think we're going to take Niao's Bones, which gives us 2 random bonuses in exchange for a curse. Let's do that. So we got the Golden Pearl that gives us a fuckload of money, and then the tablet, which gives us a second curse. So we're starting with 2 curses, 1 of 3 random cards, and 150 gold that we can presumably use to remove one of the curses. So let's see what we can get. We got All for One, we got Voltaic, we got Signal Boost. So here's our issue. This is the only card that like does anything, but it like locks all 3 of these lock us, or these 2 lock us into like a specific archetype. This is like orbs, this is like 0 cost cards. This card is like good in everything, but we don't have anything we can play with it. But at the same time, I think this is like probably the best card to play. I think this is the card that we're gonna pick. But we're gonna have like 3 unplayable cards in our deck starting out, and we got fucking debt, which makes us lose money when we draw it. We want to get to this shop as quickly as possible to remove the debt. And like maybe something like that. And hopefully we can fight an elite or 2 when we get to here. I think this is like a pretty reasonable path. And I think we want to dodge a combat if we can. I think this is good. Let's do it like that. All right. Let's do... can block this. I think we still want to kill this guy, though. I think these guys both attack turn 2, which is sad. And we're going to be drawing so many shitty cards. Just infinite shitty cards this turn. Oh, it's already a disaster. Let's see. Let's do this to get it out of our deck. We'll attack here. Lose 10 gold. Lose 14 HP. We gotta play dual cast. Gotta strike, defend. So this is like, sounds like bad deck construction. We have definitely taken a big risk, and I don't know if it will pay off. No powers, unfortunately. Beam Cell, Focus Strike, Hotfix. I think I want Beam Cell just to see if we can burst through some of these early fights more quickly. There's a lot of powers that synergize well with 0 cost cards too, so it keeps us open to that. This is a pretty decent hand. Do Zap dual cast. I think Zap will do more damage than just the strike. So you'll do double strike. And then we should not have enough damage to kill this turn, unfortunately. Take 6. We'll play this. But I think we should be good from here. Let's see. Okay. We have a 0 cost card. We could take a claw. We could take a lightning rod. This card got changed too. It's 1 cost now and exhausts. I think the claw makes sense. We have a 0 cost card already, and if we get like a feral, it's really good for us. Oh, that was like a combat. That's really bad, actually. We'll We'll do signal boost, zap, claw. Hologram would be really nice too. Polymerization, yeah, it is. Beam cell, strike, block. Yuck. We have lethal here actually. Not yuck. That went pretty well. Could have gone way worse. Hologram. Perfect. That synergizes well with claw and beam cell. Get in the deck. Alright. See what we have. Bulk up. Bulk up is pretty nice with our zero cost attacks. We want to remove the debt. I think that's like mandatory. Let's get that shit out of here. Because the longer debt is in your deck, the more difficult it is to remove, because it will continue to eat away at your money. Let's see, I do like bulk up here. It is a power to go with our signal boost, so that's probably a good enough reason to grab it. Let's see, and these are not going to be useful this act. So in other words, debt is Draco Tailhorn. Next essay, debt is Draco Tailhorn. Yeah, you're right. We have to grab this. It's a little weird to grab Cool-Headed after we just grabbed a card that gets rid of an orb slot. But we're full on potions. Maybe we just want like... We want a defensive card, I think. Because we've been mostly grabbing attacks. There's not that many good options. Maybe we just save our money for later. This is fine. Let's see. Do we want more card rewards or do we want more events? I think I would like another card reward. I would, because we're still searching for Feral. That's really bad. Oh man. I immediately regret it. We have the Ampule. That should be good in this fight though. Attack this one. Pass. Let's see. Do defend, strike. Yuck. This guy needs to die. This is so much damage, and we can't even... Oh, I think we needed to commit both potions to this fight. This is really, really scary. Of course, we draw our hologram very late. Got a dual cast. It's enough to kill this guy with the potion, so that's good. Okay. Let's see. Let me kill this turn. We can block for 15. So that's probably what we will do. Claw. Should be able to get him next turn. Ugh! That was not a good fight. Another bulk up. Do these... They do not become one... I think we need a charge battery to play these. I know we're in a dire position, but have you considered face cam over top of your guy in the middle of the screen? Is it... I did not check. Is it actually blocking anything important? I think we need to... I think we need to smith and then rest in the next one. Yeah. I would like this to be free. I have considered it in the middle, but like the thing about your guy looking left is that I want him there. I want him to have like something that he's looking at. If he's like right here and he's looking to the left, then there ain't shit to see. Like I think signal boost for 0 is a good upgrade. Let's see. And I think we want to heal for 9. Sown is very good, but I think heal for 9 upgrade a card is like perfect. No, overtop the sprite like here. Oh, we could do that. It might block something important, but we could try that. I could be the defect. Let's see. Defect is a character where you have a lot of we could try that, yeah. I could be the defect. Could do dual cast for 0, zap for 0. Those are huge upgrades. I kind of like bulk up upgrade too, and we get to double it with signal boost. That seems really strong. I am no defect. It's not it's not. I don't think there's any shame in being the defect. I think he's perfectly honorable. We have to rest here, I believe. Let's see. Planisphere. When you enter an question mark room, heal 5 HP. That's like fine. We could get some value out of it going here and then taking this path. This is a very dangerous path though. Whereas like if we go to the right, we can fight an elite and then get a campfire if it goes badly, and then we can chicken out of this elite if it's nothing too bad. I suppose I should have like thought about which elites we could fight. I think we're like okay against the bird. We don't have very good AoE against the frog guy. This might, I don't know how many of you guys actually play this game, so when we're fighting the statue, I think we're very well equipped for the statue. We'll throw this. We'll do this. Do dual cast. We'll do claw. We'll do hologram. Get back the claw. And then deal 9. That was a lot of damage. So we'll do the signal boost. The nice thing about signal boost is the effect carries over until we draw our power to play with it. So can kind of like keep that in our back pocket. There's no 7 TV in there. That is something that we shall probably fix in the future. So we'll play our bulk up here, go down to 1 orb slot, but we get 6 strength and dex. So we can like almost full block this. Let's see. Yeah, and then we're gonna do like, this is so strong. All I got is my own emotes. We'll get there. I would like to get some emotes commissioned eventually. I think that would be... Oh, we could have just killed him that turn, but it's okay. I think we even could have... If we... We could have won this fight without using the potion. But goodbye. That went really well, though. We got a nice potion. We got Eternal Feather, which gets us some healing at the next rest site. We got another claw, which is pretty much exactly what we want. So we'll take that. Let's see. So we're pretty healthy, to be honest. We might even be able to afford a second card remove here to get rid of the other curse. But we want a smith here, and I think we want to upgrade hologram so we can use it multiple times. It gets rid of the exhaust and puts a little extra block on it. But that's very nice with our claws. Oh, this looks really bad. We can kill this guy. Or we could do some damage to the one in the back. And then block it. Because I think he'll attack next turn. It would be nice to get some sort of AoE card. Holy shit, this is... I think we gotta do this. Let's see. So this is 19, 23, 26 damage. We're taking 13. I think they did not nerf this potion. Do we want to save? I think we want to save this potion. I think it's okay to take 13 here. It's a shame that guy didn't get hit by the lightning. But this is a big turn for us. We can do... Let's see what dual cast hits first. Okay, we'll do... Claw, hologram, claw. Kill that guy. Kill that guy, kill that. This is like once it all goes off, this seems really strong. It's just that if it depends on how much damage you're taking to get to that point. Like we're blocking for like so much with just the starting cards. All right, compile driver. This card seems pretty bad since we're reducing our orb slots. Synthesis. The next power you play costs 0. What's the upgrade for that? Could be alright. It like saves us energy on the bulk up while still doing some damage, but we only have 1 power in the deck and then it becomes like not so great of a card. This might be a skip, to be honest. I don't think these are fantastic, so we'll go to the shop and get rid of our curse. Let's see, is there anything that we would value over the curse? You get second hologram. That seems okay. Good with the claws. I think we want the curse gun. Alright. Fighting the bird. I think this was the better one for us to fight. I can't complain about that. We got the bulk up. Not so happy about getting the bulk up before the signal boost. Not gonna lie, but I think we have to play it. We'll do charge battery. We'll drink the potion. We probably should have done that earlier. Signal boost to get it out of the deck. I think we want a second power that we can play with this. That would be very helpful. Let's see. We'll do it's attacking for 18. We can block that pretty easily. Beam cell. We'll just play all the cards in our hands. We'll extend the vulnerable to next turn. We'll block. He's dead. All right, this is going pretty well. I think we kind of turned it around a little. Loop, this isn't really the kind of power that we want because it synergizes with orbs. Uproar. Yeah, I don't really think we want any of these. We really want Feral. That's the card that we want. We heal a little. So the question always goes, can we go into the boss without resting? I think we're very powerful once we can get set up. I think we can afford to greed a little bit, especially with the relic that we just got. I'm going to upgrade the beam cell to get us 2 turns of vulnerability. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us. All right, let's run it. So what this boss does, I think the attacks that it does scale up until you deal, it gets to 150 HP, and then it goes to like a phase 2. But the nice thing about our build is it like naturally scales up between the claw damage increasing and our signal boost with bulk up. So we get instantly like a huge burst of power, and we can continue to scale the damage of the claws over the course of the fight. So I think we're like more than safe. I think this is so good for us. Do charge battery, dual cast, defend. And I think once we get the next round of claws into rotation, we are more than set. Yeah, this should pop the phase 2. So then in phase 2 it applies a debuff that says we can only play 1 card a turn, but all this dex that we have will hopefully prevent us from taking too much damage from that. We're doing like huge amounts of damage in return. So yeah, we've been applied with ringing. We can only play 1 card, but play in charge battery, which is a very good card to play. 2 damage. This was an easy fight. I'm happy that we didn't rest. Simple. So we got another weak potion, some money, and we're looking for a card that gives us 0 cost cards. Adaptive Strike might be okay. I've never played a run with this before. This is kind of like Anger on the Ironclad, where it can fill your deck with 0 cost attacks that create 0 cost attacks. I think it's honestly, it's better than the other two for sure. It's probably good to play this with like having a ton of decks that we have from our bulk up. So we'll click on it, try it. And then we get our act reward. So a change from Spire 1 to Spire 2 is that you don't get like a relic from the boss, you get a guy that gives you some new shit. And we have some good options here. We got nutritious soup, which makes all of our strikes cost 0. That's good. It gives us 0 cost cards to play, and we could start adding some like card draw, I think would be nice. Brightest Flame is like the best card in the game. I think this is like perfect. What Brightest Flame does is it gives you 2 energy, you draw 2 cards, and you lose 1 max HP, which like might sound like a big cost, but if you're only playing this like 20 times over the course of the run, it's like not that big of a problem to lose 20 max HP. So I think this is the one we should go with. Drawing cards is great. We can draw the claws more often to cycle them. Let's see what the act has. So I want to fight some elites. I feel very strong. I like fighting elites in the second half of the act, though, once you kind of like hit the mid-act power spike a little bit. But I don't think there's a path that we can... we could go, if we're really aggressive, we could go like this. Fight 3 elites. Get multiple campfires. I don't think this shop is very good, though, because we don't have too much money, so maybe like that. And if it's really bad, we could escape to a campfire before fighting this elite. And then that's like the coward. This is if we are cowards. Let's do it like this, I think. So we're taking 17. I think we gotta play the Brightest Flame. And suddenly we are not taking 17. Okay, let's throw a weak potion on this guy. He does a lot of damage. This guy's very dangerous too because he steals your card, and he's probably gonna steal our bulk up. Yeah. I think he like prioritizes cards with the blue borders, the uncommon ones, which is really rough for us because we need uncommon cards. That bulk up's very important to our strategy. I think it's play this always. We hologram the strike or the claw, and then play strike. Charge battery for next turn. Let's see. I guess we play every card in our hands. It's going to be really sad if we lose this card, though. He's going to run away. Oh, we got the adaptive strike here. Let's see. Like, this card is the most important card in our deck. I think we can't afford to let it get stolen. Let's see. Our draw pile, we have a lot of attacks. I'm also wondering if like strike will make enough of a difference to play here. Rarity is an interesting concept in games like this. It is true. I think that like an interesting part of this game is different cards can be like more or less balanced depending on their rarity. Like I think the design philosophy in this game is a lot of the like gold cards, the rare cards are A lot of them are very strong, but a lot of them are like balanced by the fact that they're kind of niche. Like you won't need this for everything, but you will, when you get it, you'll be happy that you got it. I think I'm playing a strike here. It's like too scary to not do that. Yeah, we didn't need to do that, unfortunately, but if this got stolen from us, it would have been like run ending, I think. I kind of like a boot sequence. We get some block on turn 1. Or we could take another charge battery. I don't hate that either. We'll take charge battery, get some energy so we can play our 2 cost cards. Get a bit of healing from the planisphere. I think we want to lose 10 and upgrade a card, which is a little scary, but we get a lot of healing here if we go that way. If we take the cowards away. And I think we want to upgrade either Brightest Flame, because it's the strongest card in our deck, or Adaptive Strike, because if it makes more copies of itself, those will also be upgraded. But I think it's got to be Brightest Flame, to be honest. Oof. This is a lot of damage, too. I think we need, like, consistency. The fact that if we don't draw into Signal Boost plus Bulk Up, that our deck doesn't do very much is really concerning. I think we play this always. I think we want to kill this guy. Maybe we pray that the lightning gets him. We use our weak potion here. Perfect. Beautiful gameplay. Coward's route looking more like the route. I think the coward's route is the route, unfortunately. I think we can play like this. We have 14 block already, so we can do. I don't think we need to play Brightest Flame this fight. The gimmick with these guys is if they attack into your full block, they get stunned, or this guy gets stunned, so you get a free turn. See, that we can use to play our Adaptive Strike, and this should just be guaranteed death. Get a power potion. These are very nice in elite fights and boss fights. Subroutine. I did want another power. This isn't like a fantastic power, but it's not a bad power either. Or it's a very good power if you have a lot of powers, and we only have the one. But I think it's like good enough that we should take it. But we've added a lot of energy to our deck. I think we need to add a lot of draw to balance it out. When you're adding like energy in Slay the Spire, you want to have draw that goes with it. We are in the wrong category. Oh my god, I've been lying to so many people. Let me fix that. Isn't that something you can fix, Emily? I know you're working for free, but I was looking for it. What am I paying you all this like super huge YouTube money for? It has been so long. I don't know where it is either. I think I have updated it. So we should be good. Let's see. I think we gotta fucking kill this guy as fast as we can. So we still don't have good area of effects. Let's see. Let's do Brightest Flame. Do subroutine. We're gonna like get infinite energy. Oh, that was wrong. That was wrong. That was not correct. Let's see. This is still a full block though. Let's see. Oh, Adaptive Strike is like 1 damage short of killing one of these guys. That's game design question mark. It's 21. I want to say that It's 21 times 1.5 is 31. Plus 9 times 1.5 is 14. So that's 45 plus 7 is 52. This is not enough to kill, unfortunately. Let's do it like this then. We'll... I think I have to use like 2 attacks to kill one of these dudes. Let's see. Is this enough to kill the big one though? It's like, I would love to kill this guy if we can. It's very close. I don't think it is. Maybe with dual casts? Let's try... Oh, it's gotta be enough, right? Adaptive strike plus adaptive strike is 51. Then we just have to bank on the lightning hitting him. Or if we... Oh, no, it's a strike. Yeah, okay, this should be enough. It's adaptive strike, strike. No, we fucked it up. Oh, no. I did the math wrong. Okay, we just gotta pray. Lightning orb. Smite my foe. Fuck. Ow. Oh, no. Okay, that's really bad. We're taking sweeping beam. It's looking like coward's way out. We want an ultimate strike, I think. But we do get to heal a lot, which is good. Let's see. Back up to 39. Ooh, I think there was definitely a way out of that fight that did not result in that happening to us. It is unfortunate that it went the way that it did. Alright, the Entomancer. This guy puts dazed status cards in your deck every time you attack him. Power pot, gambling prop. I think it is a power pot situation here. This, we did not draw the signal boost with it. See, machine learning, thunder, capacitor. These, I think it's got to be machine learning. I think we have to play the bulk up. Or is it hologram, defend, or defend, hologram, defend, wait for the signal boost to come and we get it back with... And we drew the hologram too. Ugh. I think we have to play bulk up. I don't want to do it, but I think we have to. Very painful. Let's do charge battery adaptive strike. Get that rolling. Right. The brightest flame. A subroutine. Ugh. I don't want to like put a bunch of dazes in my deck because I'm drawing them next turn. I think it's like beam cell, charge battery, defend. Maybe claw? No, claw means we draw daze. No, we get one more draw next turn. Okay, we'll do one claw. This is so much damage. This is very desperate. We got a sweeping beam. Yeah. We can block. We're full. 3 days to adaptive strike. He's not attacking next turn. Play dual cast for sure. We could hologram brightest flame. Probably worth it. Adaptive strike. And then kill this turn, hopefully. Okay. Whew, that was not a good one. Not a good fight, I would say. Brightest Flame Hollow is nuts. I think it is really strong. We get a lot of healing if we go this way though, so it's not the worst thing, assuming those aren't fights. We definitely need draw though. I think it's a skip on this. We don't want these cards. Yeah, we gotta go this path. Permafrost is nice, getting us some block when we play a power. We got a letter opener, which is nice if we can get a lot of draw cards, since it deals damage when we play multiple skills in a turn. Okay, this is a fight. Very scary. Play subroutine. Defend zap. Yeah, I think we want more powers and more draw cards. That is very important. And I think we're playing Brightest Flame every time we get it, just because it's very desperate. A very desperate position here. Let's see. Got bulk up. We gotta check if we can survive. Let's see. Play the claws. We bulk up for defend, we're gaining like 5 block. We got a swift potion. Signal boost, bulk up. We die. Damn. It's perfect. It's not enough damage. Alas, there was nothing we could have done. No, there was definitely something we could have done. The thing about Slay the Spire is there is always something you could have done. Not that fight, but definitely that run. I don't think we were like adequately prepared for that fight. Or the fight against the elite, rather. Okay, we're gonna do one more defect run and then probably call it a night. We'll run it back. I want to try and get like all the characters to 10. That is my primary goal for these. Or for this segment of the stream. I think it would be fun to do that climb. Let's do Silver Crucible. Silver Crucible gives you 3 upgraded cards at the start from your first 3 rewards. But you forfeit your chest in the middle. Which I think is pretty... It's pretty strong, but it's also fairly fair, I suppose. I like this path here. I also like this path here. Like, it's nice to fight the elites later in the act. So looking into it, you would need to give us editor permissions to use the Twitch tools to change category. Okay. I will look into that after the stream is over. I don't like this many combats in a row though. That's like, I guess it's fine. We get our upgraded cards quickly. And then we can fight our elites at the end of the act. But these like early elites, these guys are really scary. They're bad news. We'll do defend, dual cast zap. This is a pretty bad turn. I'll strike. Strike with nothing. Let me defend twice. I think we can defend twice and zap. It's like fine. I think like the enemies are designed to be like just a little bit stronger than what you can block for, which is it's like an understandable design choice, but it's also like a little frustrating at this ascension. Let's see. So we got hot fix plus cold snap plus leap plus. I like cold snap plus. I think this gives us some damage and some block, whereas this is not necessarily something we can make the most of yet. Let's see, we'll do dual cast, I suppose, see what that hits. Could do cold snap to kill that guy, defend. And we'll kill this guy. Take 4. Could dual cast to block. This gives us 10 block. Oh, we could just kill, actually. We could have just killed. That's fine though. I think we are not taking damage this way. Take another cold snap. I like sweeping beam plus to get some AoE in the deck. That seems strong. 0 damage is good. I'm a fan of 0 damage. One thing that we should also look into is what we want to prepare for our end of act boss. The Phantom, I think this guy, you have to hit him a bunch of times before he starts taking damage. Like, I want to say it's like 7 or something. So we want to look for something that does multi-hits. Some like more lightning orbs would be nice for that. I think this turn is pretty obvious. We'll do some damage and perfectly block with our frost orb. Do dual casts. Zap. And he's buffing up, so I think we can get him taken out. The Nibbit. Then this is our last upgraded card. I don't hate another cold snap. I think it's fine. The rest of these aren't fantastic. Storm could be a way for us to get more hits for the Phantom. Generate a bunch of lightning orbs. I kind of just like the consistency of a second cold snap, to be honest. Let's see. Ooh, that's meat. Holy shit. I think we gotta play the cold snap. We should see what the sweeping beam has. It's enough damage if we strike one of them and use our potion. Let's see. It would be strike, potion. This guy takes 19 and lives. I think it is the potion though. I think cold snap is pretty much the same amount as blocking when you're frail, so we just have to do it like that. It's like a very scary fight this early, but okay, lightning rod is a way for us to get more lightning orbs, which we can use on Phantom, so we should take that. I was like considering going to this elite, but I don't really know if I don't think we have enough. Maybe if we bought some potions in the shop, we could kill him. It's like the thing about fighting these elites later is we don't actually get anything out of this chest. So it doesn't like, it's not like super beneficial where if we go to the shop and buy like 2 potions, it might even be better. Like we have upgraded cards already that are fairly strong. You know what? I think I'm gonna do this. I've convinced myself. I like block potion. I like block potion. Let's see, the rest of these aren't fantastic. We could get the ampule for just a second potion to have. We need something that does damage. Yeah. I kind of like synchron noise actually. Oh, it's this turn. Maybe this isn't that great. It's like I would rather have hotfix than synchron noise. I guess we can just get hotfix and ampule. Let's do that. It's this fucker. This is the elite that we're probably the least prepared for. Let's see. Do dual casts, strike, sweeping beam. It's a fair amount of damage, but we'll do lightning rod, strike, cold snap. Get some orbs. Hotfix. Zap, strike, cold snap. This guy looks kind of like the giant head from Slay the Spire 1, where each card that you play adds 10% damage to all cards that are played later in the turn. So the way to beat him is like play as many cards as you can. Might have been nice to block there, the block potion. But he's gonna keep doing this, so we could use it this turn too for full value. Yeah. I kind of like dual cast, defend, block potion. Full block. And that like gets us closer into range. We have to do some math here though. So it's 6, 9 for 15 plus 3 plus 1. I think if we use the ampule too, it's lethal. I think it is. Yeah, we'll do defend, strike, cold snap, ampule, lightning orb. Perfect. We do get a potion back, so that's nice. Parrying shield deals damage if we have 10 block at the end of the turn. Let's see. Ball lightning is another way to generate lightning. Take it. And we can, I think we have to rest here. We could do this way if we only want to fight one more elite. We already have a lot of upgrades, so resting here isn't the worst. We could like go this path actually, and we get some more upgrades, fight this elite. I like this path a lot actually. Let's change our plan. Do cold snap, sweeping beam, strike. It's a shame we drew the sweeping beam early. It's really good in this fight. Do lightning rod, strike, dual cast. Take 2. So I think at this point we're kind of building towards something with like a lot of orb focus. Oh, that's not enough. Fuck. Alright. Oh, the parrying shield is what's doing that damage. That is nice. Okay, only took a little bit. Definitely can't complain. Boost away could give us some block. Seems alright. We have 1 draw card already with sweeping beam. Orbs are a cool way to play defect. Unfortunately, the chest is empty. It is fun. It's like, it would be... I like it when you can get like a bunch of orb slots and you see like the whole ring of orbs around his head. It feels very powerful. I think we would want to upgrade our dual cast here. That's a card that we probably will always want to play. Sweeping beam. Let's do... Hotfix cold snap blocks for full this turn, so let's do that. I think we want the orb. The nice thing about orbs in this fight, this guy shrinks you, which like reduces your attacks, but the orbs are not attacks, so they do not get the penalty. Let's see, we'll do this, and then we can do defend. Block for full. Let's see, this is a scary turn. I think we're taking 2 here. It might be small, but the lightning bolt you cast isn't. That's true. Catch that fucking lightning bolt. Get the fuck out of my game. Kill him with the parrying shield. Spinner. This power creates a glass. Glass orbs are new to this game, where they hit every... Yeah. They hit every enemy. They decrease in power over the more that they are in your... They're being channeled. So you want to like get them out of your slot quickly, but they are good to hit AoE enemies. I think we want to take it. It will be nice to like help us cycle through all of our orbs more quickly. We don't have a lot of orb slots yet, so I think this kind of thing would be very helpful. More orbs. You gotta love more orbs. Let's see, what should we upgrade? The spinner will channel a glass the turn that it's played, which is nice. We could upgrade Zap, which is like a classic, or we could upgrade Lightning Rod. Hotfix to not exhaust might be nice too. I kind of like the Zap upgrade here. I'll do that. And I think Spinner will be very helpful into this fight, it looks like. Sweeping Beam like goes crazy here though. Let's do dual cast. We could do cold snap to like not waste damage. That's probably better. Yeah, this fight is as good as over, I think. Let's do hotfix, strike, defend, strike. Very easy fight. The sweeping beam on turn 1 is quite good there. I think go for the eyes might be nice. Let's get some weak. Does this upgrade to 2 weak? It does. Why are you upside down? Hello Treekovi. We are upside down because this is the only place on the fucking UI of this game that does not block anything. It's because all the blood rushing to my head makes me think better. We'll fight the elite. It's the bird. I think we're good into the bird. Go for the ice is nice here. Sweeping beam. We'll do. Might want to use the dex potion here. I think that's worthwhile. The dex potion isn't quite good. It isn't that good on this character. Maybe we'll cover up the defect later. Next week. We could maybe do something like that. Let's see. Spinner. Is there? Oh, you're right. It does cover some. Wait, it's covering it right now. Fuck, dude. All right. What if we become a little baby man? Gotta be like sideways. I thought for sure this would be fine, but I guess it's because the people I watch have like rectangular boxes. Oh man. I think we play this. Defend, take one. That seems reasonable. Then can play every card in our hand. No, this blocks for full. Okay, very easy fight. Maybe we didn't even need the deck spot, but Potion of Capacity is nice. Get more orbs out at once. Barrel would have been very good in the last run, but not so good this run. Line up your shoulders with theirs. Pairing Shield has been going crazy. The Pairing Shield has been outputting so much fucking damage. I think Iteration is actually nice. The boss generates statuses. We have a card that generates statuses in our deck already. And it like opens us up to taking more cards with status synergy. Also, we could take another lightning rod. I'm not like super huge into that though. I don't know. These both are kind of like, they're all right. They're not fantastic. Have I considered more orbs? You know what? We can take more orbs. More orbs. Waiter, more orbs. We'll upgrade the go for the eyes, I think would be good for defense. I guess the lightning rod is good with Pairing Shield too. Let's see. Yeah, this should be pretty easy to get through all the slippery. I think we'll save the hotfix for once we burn through all the stacks of it. Slippery says you can only take 1 HP damage at a time for the next 5 times it loses HP. Should play this. Should play this. Should play this. Then it like builds up to this big attack where it deals 26. Boost away, defend. We're blocking for quite a bit, which is nice. We'll do. Is there anything that we don't want to draw? I think it's fine to play Sweeping Beam last. Yep, that's fine. Alright, and we're like flying through our channeled orbs here with both the lightning rod and the spinner. This, I don't think we will even really need to play any potions this fight. Let's see. Do rod. Oh. Cold Snap defend. We probably should have played Boost Away, actually. I think it's fine, though. We're doing, like, a ton of damage between the orbs and the Pairing Shield at the end of turn. We'll play the hotfix here. Lightning Rod. It's nice on a turn where we can't block for that much. We should take 6, but that should be all that we take. Beautiful fight. More orbs, I think, was the right pick. Super critical spinner machine learning. I was kind of hoping we would get the card that gives you focus to power up the orbs. They are good. I don't think we want another spinner. Maybe we do, but spinner's a little slow until you upgrade it. Machine learning is just like good. Can't really complain about that. We do have a number of zero cost cards, so machine learning isn't. You know what? Machine learning is the pick. It's definitely the right choice. Super critical. I don't think we can spend. I'm sorry. I can't always click more orbs. It's not gonna work. I think machine learning is the choice here. Oh, also, I don't know if I pointed it out, but I think the background in that fight is new from this patch. All right, we have a lot of money. Would love to go to a shop. I would love to go this path. So this looks like the way that we're gonna go. Let's see what we have to offer from Mr. Pale. Pale says, sacrifice card rewards and obtain a relic for every 2 you sacrifice. The eye says you can, if you end your turn without playing a card, you can exhaust it and take an extra turn. This can be very nice with orbs, because I think your orbs proc twice. I love Pale. Pale, he's a homie. I like the tiers a lot too. This would be nice with the machine learning. We get a bit of draw, and then with that we get a bit of energy. But it makes your turn 1 rather weak if you want to proc it, because you have to not spend 1 of your energy to get 2 more. But I generally am a big fan of this this relic. And I think we do want to take some more cards. I think our deck is only like half baked, so I'm not like a super big fan of this at this juncture. I think I'm gonna go with the tiers. We can like help this by, if we get another super critical or like the zero cost card that generates energy, that will help make this a little less painful. Let's see. So we'll do zap. This is 14 block. Oh, we have an anchor, so we're fine. Let's do lightning rod, boost away, machine learning, proc, pale, pale's tears. Stun this guy, take 2. Then we get 5 energy this turn, and if we spend 4 of it, we can start next turn with 5 energy. It like feeds into itself really fast. I think we want to kill the bug, this guy in the back. We wanted to do that first. I think it's fine though. Very easily killed. Ooh. Glacier Plus. Very strong card. Get in the deck. Pale's Wings will have rippling repercussions, the likes of which we have never seen. Pale's Wings is it's very interesting, right? Because you kind of get like put in this position where you're not sure if you want to get the relic or get a card that would help your deck. And I think it's like fine if your deck is already very strong coming out of Act 1, but it gets less good the weaker your deck is. Let's see. If you want to hit that guy, hit that guy. It's the turn. The gimmick with this fight, these cockroaches can only take 9 damage at a time. So it counters like decks that want to do 1 big attack. Let's see, let's do hot fix. We'll do dual cast. Yuck. That is really, really bad. That's really terrible. I think we just gotta pray that one of them gets hit with lightning more. Hope this guy gets hit twice. Fuck! Yuck. Really bad turn. I mean, our two like area of effect cards are on the bottom of the deck that fight, unfortunately. Boot sequence, we don't need this because we have the anchor. Thunder might be nice. When you evoke lightning, deal 6 damage to each enemy hit. We do have a lot of cards that make lightning. This card is like usually a little on the weak side, but I think it'll be nice here. The lightning, I don't have enough badges for these lightning cards to behave the way that I want them to. These are not... A Tempest might be nice with like Pale's Tears to generate a bunch of lightning. I don't hate that. I think Storm we have too few powers for. We have 3 powers. It might be okay. I kind of like Cool-Headed though with the extra energy. I think this would be strong. And card remove. That seems like a good 2 things to click on here. Get rid of a strike. Boot sequence is quite good. It might be what I should have taken with Pale's Tears actually, but I think the anchor helps us enough that it's like fine to skip it. Let's see, a power or a random 0 cost card. So one of the nice things that this might be Inspire 1, but you can actually like check out what cards you have access to, like what cards are in the pool of each of the characters. So we can see that a 0 cost card for defect would include all of these, and a random power would be these. I think there are a lot of powers that we really don't want in our deck. Whereas the number of 0 cost cards... I think almost every 0 cost card could be put in our deck and we would be like fine with. Like Claw is not fantastic here, Beam Cell is not fantastic, but almost every other one is like okay. Helix Drill's a little bad, but the rest of them are fine, so I think it's gotta be 0 cost cards here. Hotfix, that's fine. That's good even. Let's see. I would love to draw the Glacier though. That card has not been in the hand very much. We can't block this attack. And I think we gotta play the spinner for this fight since there are so many. So I think this is the play, even though it doesn't feel great. Wait, we did draw the Glacier. This is a ton of block. Let's do Thunder for the damage. Glacier. Do Cold Snap to kill that guy. I like Bootsy. Spin it up. And we full block. Perfect. All right. I think we want to wake this guy up now. I don't think we can though. See. Channel a Frost Orb, draw a card. It's this block. Good. Save some energy for Pale's Tears. Let's see. So this is 14 block plus 2 is 16. We'll do machine learning, lightning rod, defend, take 2. We do have quite a bit of scaling, which is nice. It's like for these longer fights. Compact. Compact could be good with boost away. It's also good in some random elite fights in this act. We could do barrage. Barrage is nice with orb slots that we don't have. So we could do skim. Skim is nice with the energy that we do have. But I don't know if we have... Yeah, we are missing orb slots. I think I would like to take the compact. I don't know. We'll take the compact just in case we hit an elite fight. It would be useful in. Any mailbox will give us potions whenever we rest. It's just good in general. Yeah, the reason to take compact is there's like an Act 3 boss that it's very good into. It like solves the entire fight. I think we want to upgrade the cool-headed. Akabeko gives us vigor, so we can deal +8 damage at this for 1 attack. It's very good for decks with a big multi-hit, but we don't really have anything like that. I think we want... what are the elite fights this act? We could fight the Entomancer, the bee guy that we almost died to last run. We could fight the triangle. The triangle probably cooks us alive. That guy's very scary. And the last one is the that would be the AoE fight. I'm not remembering that fight from this act. You can also like look up all the fights. The Decimillipede. I think we're very good into the Decimillipede. But it might be good to rest. We should rest if we're fighting. No, let's rest in the next one, and then we can like use these potions in the fight and get new potions from Tiny Mailbox. That seems like a better plan. We'll upgrade the Thunder to do more damage for these fights. Okay. Was Decimillipede do machine learning, zap, dual cast, defend. And we want to use these orb slots or these potions this fight. Do thunder, lightning rod, hot fix, go for the eyes, defend, strike. Take a bunch of damage. Right. The glacier is very important here. Let's see. Sweeping beam also important here. I think we drink the potion now. So that we can use a bunch of orbs with focus. It's dealing 27. We're blocking for 12 plus 9 is 21 plus 5 is 26. It's like so weird to not use sweeping beam here, but I think it's correct. Take one. Let's see, and then we can potentially kill one this turn. Let's use the flex potion this turn. Kill the guy in the back. Let's see. Do that's not enough damage to kill. Spinner. I think we should be in a good spot to win this fight. Let's do strike to kill that guy, and then this, and we win. Alright, you know what? It could have gone worse. Potion belt will let us hold on to more potions. These seem not so good. FTL, I guess, is fine. It's just like a little bit of damage for free. We can take it. I guess it's not free, but it's unlikely to be punishing. Focus potion's very nice here. Let's... Do you want to take another combat before or after we fight the next elite? I think before. Yeah, potion belt is really nice with the mailbox. This guy is usually very strong, but I think our build is good into him. Let's see what the sweeping beam has. Do thunder. I think the major downside of our deck is it's just a little slow at the moment. Let's see. Gimmick of this fight, the hunter killer makes us tender, which means whenever we play a card, we lose strength and dex. So we will want to lead with our cards that use our strength and dex and then play our orb cards afterwards. Ouch. Not so good. Full block. Then with the pairing shields. Would love to be able to kill him. Take 3. It was so close. I guess we could have used the ampule to win that fight. Get another potion though. This is a skip. We could dodge this last elite fight, or we could commit multiple potions to it and rest. I kind of like the idea of committing multiple potions to it and resting to get them back. So let's do that. It's like a bit of a risk. I think this is one of the better fights for us though. Let's do hot fix, zap, go for the eyes. Let's see, glacier, sure. Let's see, Pale's tears. Compact should be really good in this fight too. Not right now though. I think we should use a potion. I kind of want to save the focus potion for the boss though. There's not really much of a reason to use a potion this turn, to be fair. Could extend the week. The week's going away next turn though when he doesn't attack, so we'll do it like that. Hunter Killer is crazy. I mean, he is very strong. But it's like, I think it's also like very deck dependent on whether or not he's good. Like, if your deck plays cards that attack or block, he's very strong, and that's, or plays a lot of cards that attack and block, he's very strong, which is like most decks. But there are definitely decks that don't do that. Okay, we'll use this binding potion this turn, I think. Let's see. Hotfix, play Cool Headed, play Ball Lightning, defend. Full block. Kill him next turn, hopefully. Ooh, don't kill him next turn. We kill him next turn. Because we'll use our explosive ampule to kill him. A swift potion, get a toxic egg. That seems like it could be good. You want this capacitor very badly. And then we will rest. I feel like it can punish draw order a lot. Never really feels like you're super safe going into it. Yeah, that is true. If you draw like all of your damage cards late, you're like in for a really bad time. Let's see. Fortifier, skill potion. I feel like Fortifier is a little weird in our deck because we're blocking a lot at the end of the turn. But I feel like it's still probably better than the weak potion in this fight because you want to block the big rocket attack. Spinner will be really nice. Should pop this immediately. Let's see. And we full block. Perfect. Let's see, I'll play the capacitor. Dual cast. And I like trying to kill the rocket first. I don't know if it's like better, but you keep yourself a little more safe from the big attack if you can make sure it only does that attack once. This fight is like a lot. I think there's a Spire 1 fight like this, where you're attacked on both sides by the shield and spear at the Act 4, which is very scary. But this fight is definitely a lot easier than that fight. Lightning Rod. So this is the big fight, or this is the big attack that we probably want to use our fortifier on if we cannot block it. Let's do cool-headed. Oh, go for the eyes is very nice here. Blocking for 12. Now we're blocking for 19. Could do lightning rod, defend. Not play machine learning. That's probably fine. Take 0. Very good. It takes a turn off. We can get our thunder down. Let's do sweeping beam. FTL, we can turn ourselves around with strike. We should have played that first. That was stupid. Free damage. already blocking for 14. I feel strong. This feels very powerful. It's just because we have the focus. Like, the focus literally does so much for this deck that you don't get without it. And then I think we can block. Take it out next turn. Very clean fight. Modded. Orbs. Modded seems fantastic here. Modded plus. Yep, oh, we're taking that. Alright, into Act 3. Right, we got Apotheosis, which upgrades all cards in our deck when it played for 2. We have Glitter. Apotheosis is terrible in this deck because we only want to play... we have a lot of upgrades and we don't have that much energy on turn 1 to use it. So I think it's between Glitter and Scarf. I haven't felt like energy starved, so I think we want Glam. I think this is our choice. There's not really a... Pairing Shield hitting through armor since it's technically on your opponent's turn is really interesting. Is it really doing that? That doesn't sound intentional. It sounds like it's probably a bug. Because it's supposed to do it at the end of the turn, but they lose their block at the start of their turn. We want to take lots of fights if we took the Glam, so we can add a bunch of upgraded cards that play twice to our deck. I kind of like... That's not that many fights. It's like definitely this for sure to get to the shop too. That maybe? That seems like an alright route. Killed the crab with the 10, didn't it? Chris, this is my first time live streaming on Twitch. I am not paying as much attention as I probably should have. I don't think it did. I think it lived on... I don't know. I would have to look back on it, I suppose. Thunder turn 1 is fine. This enemy's a little scary because you have to beat it down quickly before it outscales us. Let's see. I think I want a Swift Potion here. Defend, boost, sweep, snap. Or we could save the energy for the next turn. I think snap here is better though. Let's see. Capacitor. Ugh, this is a rough turn. Yeesh. Maybe we fortify. That's 18. We take 1 if we use the fortifier. Okay, that's probably fine. Then we try and kill it. Now we get tons of orb slots. Alright, very strong. Turbo plus with replay. Boot sequence plus with replay. I kind of like the boot sequence plus with replay. I don't know if we can use all of this energy that this would generate. Synthesis would make all of our powers free. Maybe that would be nice too. Like this card I feel like is usually pretty subpar, but if it makes like 4 cards in your deck free, it can't be that bad. But how many powers? We have 1, 2, 3, 3 powers. We have 4 powers. And it, sorry, it would only make 2 powers free. Boot sequence plus though gives us 23 block on turn 1. I think we gotta click it. I think that's a really good card. Specifically for this fight. Really good for this fight. Yeah. I do not regret my decision. Let's see what other cards we have access to. Do Thunder, Ball Lightning. Let's see, I would love the like that. I would love some of the AoE cards that we have though. Let's see. Taking 5 and losing 2 max HP. I think that is okay. I think I can live with that. Eight damage. Okay. Sweeping beam right on the bottom of the deck. Thank you. Sweeping beam. Synthesis again. I think we can afford to take synthesis here. Uproar is a lot of damage too. This is like 8 damage twice. So it's 32 damage plus 2 attacks from the draw pile for 2 energy. I don't hate that actually. Yeah. That doesn't sound that bad. This is a lot of damage in one card. I think we could take it. The thing with Glam, you want to take a card pretty much every time, if you can. It's like, that's how we get the most. I think we want to kill the guy that reduces our dex first, if we can. We'll save the boot sequence for later. Let's see. This gets rid of 4 damage. This gets rid of 4 damage. I guess it's like the same. Do FTL, do sweeping beam. Go for the eyes. Do cold snap, dual cast, machine learning, strike. Probably pop the skill potion here. Fuck. I will kill myself. Take a fuck ton of damage. Okay. I think we should play the Uproar. Focus. Modded. Bullheaded. Focus. Yeah, that guy really needs to die. And I just can't kill him. I think we have to commit the colorless potion too. Yuck. It's not what I wanted. It's like drawing Thunder last really was unfortunate for this. So much damage though. Oh, that helps actually. I did not think about that. Okay, there we go. We're fine. Okay, right. Very scary fight. Overclock, focus strike, go for the eyes. This is like the first one where it like isn't fantastic. We could go for the overclock. We have the compact to go with it, kind of. That's not that bad. Draw 6 on one card is fantastic. Right. Let's see. I would love Cool-Headed Plus. I would love card remove. I would love Rocket Punch, kind of. It's alright. I think these two are the most important, though. Can we afford both Iteration and Rocket Punch? I don't think so. Could take Dark Shackles just as like a card. Or we could get a potion. A potion's probably smarter. Let's get a potion. Yeah, that seems better. Okay, another good fight for the boot sequence. Very good. Sweeping Beam with Vigor is also very nice here. Huge damage. Let's do Hotfix, Machine Learning, or we could do Hotfix, Capacitor. Do Machine Learning. One thing we haven't found though is like a good permanent source of focus, which I think is like a big problem with this deck. Spinner, dual casts, full-headed, modded, you. Bolt Snap, take you out. We're only blocking for 4 and they're dealing 28. I kind of want to use the Dex Potion a little bit. Ouch. It's an overclock. Play all of our free cards. Queen. It's Queen, so Shackles is solid. That's fair. It's in our draw pile. It's not gonna help us very much. We could, I guess, take both of these guys out. And Uproar. Uproar just kills this. Kills both of them. Compact. That doesn't. It full blocks. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Charge Battery Plus. That seems good. Compile Driver Plus also seems good. That draws a lot of cards. I don't know if we have enough energy to support all the draw that we have, though. I think we just need more energy now. So we'll get Charge Battery. I think we have to fight this elite. Yeah, I'm not happy about it, but oh yuck. This one, okay, the overclock plus turn 1 is nice. Two dual casts. Draw 6. You go for the eyes. We're already full blocking, we can play spinner. Charge battery plus. Or we could just play over uproar plus. That's a lot of damage. Let's play that. I think we want our upgrades a lot. Okay. We probably should play the spinner. We should play the spinner. That definitely was important. No energy for us, unfortunately. Glacier. Play. Lightning rod, cool-headed. Capacitor defense, I suppose. A lot of damage and we cannot mitigate it. Ow. Ouch. Oh no, we're dead. Oh no. We're dead, we have died. Oh no. Where is this shackle? Oh, I never took the shackles. Fuck. Man. Man, that's unfortunate. Alas. Maybe we needed to, I don't know. I think we could have maybe won that fight. That's a shame though. I don't like to do the resetting when you lose, or when you're about to lose a fight. It doesn't really feel like it doesn't really feel too much in the spirit of the game to back out. Betrayed by the thunder. We really did need the thunder, but I don't think we had a bunch of sources of lightning either. It was like, because all of the cards that generate lightning were on the bottom of the deck. I don't know if Uproar was... I forget what else we were offered this turn, but this seems a lot worse than I thought it would be. I was like imagining you would play Uproar and it would get like Sweeping Beam and draw a card and deal damage to everyone. But I thought though it was fun at least, and I think if we had maybe taken the option where we weren't fighting an elite, we could have won that run. But what can you do besides learn better for next time? I think with that, this should be the end of the first Out of Characters live stream. It was a fun day full of gaming. Thank you all for coming out. And I would like to do this on a weekly basis, so you can look... Damn, I'm all out of characters. So I guess that's the end of this live stream. I'm looking forward to sending you guys to raid somebody. We got 6 viewers for the raid. Who can we raid? I do not want to raid Slay the Spire streamers. I would like to raid somebody who I am following. We will send you over to You guys want to see somebody who is suffering under the duelist cup right now? There's a lot of those people that are on the live stream right now. A lot of sufferers. I'll send you over to Ryan Yu, who is the best Yu-Gi-Oh player in the world. I think you could learn a lot from him. Great. I will see you all next time.